What is up, everybody? This is Anime Squad Podcast, episode 78. I'm your host, Omar.
And this is David.
And this is Josh.
And this is Robbie.
And like always, guys, we have timestamps for your favorite shows, so you can just click on away to hear our opinions of those shows. And don't forget our social medias if you want to follow us. And yeah, let's just jump into it. And we have something special this week, which is Star Wars Visions.
Yeah,
Heck
Star Wars
yeah.
Visions.
Or Wars.
Or Wars.
All 9 episodes.
All 9 episodes.
Yes, sir. And normally we don't do this, but
No.
we are actually covering the whole anthology entirely.
Yeah.
So strap in because we're gonna.
It was because it was pretty short,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
yeah.
very short and simple stories that you can attach yourself to.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just start off with
The Duel.
the first episode. Yes, the Duel.
That was some crazy
it was-
Jimbo stuff. Like, oh man,
Yeah.
that film grain.
Yeah,
The animation actually threw me off the first time I saw it. I was like, what is... It's like black and white, except for the lightsabers, and it's like grainy, and I was like, what is this? Which studio made this? I don't even know the studio.
Actually, I have the studio. It's Kamikaze
Doga.
Kamikaze Doga, which the only things I know from them is they done the JoJo opening.
The 3D JoJo openings for parts 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
So they're mostly known for 3D CG animation.
So that's
And of course the film, the Batman Ninja.
Ninja Batman,
Ninja
yeah,
Batman.
Ninja Batman,
There
yeah.
you
So
go.
they did those. So they're mostly known for just doing like one-off stuff or just straight up openings. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it shows in this in this project.
There was not a lot of story to it. It was more visual story than actual story.
oh yeah,
It was basically just like, oh, this random planet gets invaded, and then
It's-
the Ronin, who's actually a Sith, fights another Sith.
no, I don't think he was a Sith. I mean, like the way that
His lightsaber's red, man.
he collects kyber crystals, though, like all the kyber crystals that he slain all the Sith with, because he said that like he never chose to answer like whether he was a Sith or not. Like they just automatically assumed he was a Sith because his blade was red.
I
But
guess.
it was
But
just from the crystals he
the
collected.
Yeah,
crazy-
but
the
we
one that
learned
was-
later on. I know these aren't put together, but it's kind of a theme that the lightsaber changes color depending on if you have darkness
No.
in you and stuff.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
That
They're on.
that was just that
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
That was just that one.
In general, these episodes are separate. They're not done
Yeah.
by the same
Oh,
studio,
okay.
so they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
tied anyway.
Each studio
Okay.
got their own
No,
interpretation.
but one thing that caught me off is that he had the Force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we don't
They
know
never-
whether
They never confirmed as to whether or not he was. Yeah, he was force sensitive. They never confirmed as to whether or not he was a Sith or Jedi.
Yeah.
He's just a wanderer.
I guess it's just to your own interpretation of it. Because
Yeah.
I'm also in Josh's camp. It was like, oh, I thought he was also a Sith.
Yeah.
His lightsaber.
I thought it was way more interesting if he was like kind of a rogue Sith.
Yeah, which would make sense with the whole attire of the setting of the duel. There's just
Yeah.
the Ronin
Yeah.
going to kill Siths.
But yeah, it for me it's like I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Oh, yeah,
It
I
was a
really
fun
enjoyed
time. It gave me like Afro Samurai kind of vibes.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it was kind. I liked the grain of it. Like Afro Samurai is really dark, but then it has like these bright colors for like the red blood and stuff like that,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which equal to the lightsabers.
So yeah, that was the first episode. So off to a great start,
Mhm.
right with this anthology. And the next episode is Tatooine Rhapsody.
Which is not so great,
It was
but it's
okay.
okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah, it was
of
okay.
like kid friendly.
Kid friendly. The guy was gonna get executed.
But like the animation of it,
It was mostly
Friendly.
the style,
Yeah.
and
Oh, the style, yeah.
especially how like the characters that were kind of like drawn shortly.
Done by
Yeah.
Studio Colorado.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
who have done Penguin
I
Highway.
like how
Highway.
the characters where our main guys like, I'm a Jedi, but I'm too scared to be one.
I think
Yeah.
he was
I'm just
he
gonna
was
be,
just a
I'm just gonna
Padawan,
be
I
a
think.
singer.
Mhm.
He was just a Padawan, I think. Like he wasn't like a full Jedi Knight or anything like
And
that.
I,
He was-
I think the setting was like episode 2 when like all the Padawans were attacking.
Mhm.
I think it was in that part that he got lost and then
Yeah, Order 66 happened and he never graduated.
exactly. So
And he was terrified, so that's why I probably chopped it off.
Yeah, there's a theme. There's definitely a theme going on with all these episodes. Is that Order 66 didn't really do a good job.
Yeah.
yeah, man, left a lot of dire situations and gloom.
It's just funny the whole music thing with
Ah,
the story.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Dude, the song was a banger though. The final song, that was
Yeah.
a banger.
I feel like they did a good job on
I-
the final, like the song.
So
Oh.
I have a question for everybody. What
Oh, Josh.
language did you guys watch all this in?
Josh,
I watched. I'll answer.
Yeah.
First, I watched the first episode in English, and then all the others in Japanese.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why I was debating throughout the entire series. It's because the Disney Plus
Mm.
subs were like delayed in some aspects. Like it's really obvious in like the second last episode
Oh.
where it's like omega delayed, and I don't like, it was multiple sites I went on to see if it fixed it. No, it was just the Disney Plus subs that were like that, so it was kind of annoying. It didn't happen super often, but when it did, it was like really jarring. So I kind of wish I watched in English, but the Japanese sub is all right, I guess.
Okay.
me and Omar did English
Yeah.
throughout all of
I-
it because
I-
it fit fit the Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Plus being on Disney Plus, just
That was the default. So
yeah, default. So
I don't know, guys. I just feel like watching Japanese animation studios, I just gotta watch in Japanese.
I feel you.
Yeah, yeah.
Teach their own with that. That's a whole can of worms with the whole dub sub.
Yeah.
For me, I just stuck with the Japanese just because.
So yeah, you'll get our 2 takes on
Yeah.
the dubs.
I was impressed with the singing.
Yeah, I
too.
was
Yeah.
too. It
for the English.
Mm.
It was crazy.
The Japanese dub was really good
No,
too.
well,
Yeah.
because usually in whenever there's anime dubs, sometimes they don't even sing the songs. It's always the Japanese version of the song, and then it'll go back to back to English, and that's always weird. But with this episode, you hear
It's
it
all in English.
English.
That's
everything.
good. That's really good.
Yeah,
True. A good point there.
yeah. So that's why I thought it was okay episode.
That was the highlight.
Fun one.
I think that was the only one without a lightsaber fight, actually, too.
Yeah, I had a lightsaber microphone.
It did. It did.
And with that, we move on to the next episode. I know this is.
Yeah, this one's.
This is,
the twins.
the twins. Which, if you don't know this studio, I don't know.
If you don't know this studio, what are you doing here?
Trigger.
Like, did you get lost?
Studio Trigger, and it really shows.
Yeah, it was.
Especially this one.
This was awesome. A lot of people didn't really like this, episode from what I've seen online, but I like the animation, and that's all that mattered to me because it was really epic.
Yeah.
It felt like Promare movie 2.
It gave me more of a Kill la Kill. The scenes, you know how the face lift up at points
Yeah.
when she would get
Like
mad
the
and
face
stuff like
reveal,
that.
but the animation style in particular, like Josh brought up, was a lot like Promare though, because it
Oh,
One
when
of
it
the
came to the
characters looks
360,
like
When it came to the
the
360,
same
right?
as like Leo or whatever
Yeah.
from Promare.
Oh, that yeah.
Same hair color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Like it has like a lot of Promare aspects, but I love how they do throw the Star Wars flair with the final blow where like they wreck the ship in half and like they use the TIE fighters and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So
It was super cool just watching it. Like it was it was trigger flare, man.
Yeah.
Flare for the dramatic.
I
Trigger
kind of
Flair,
I
baby.
kind of liked how the story was where basically one of the twins ended up becoming good.
Now, here's
Yeah.
a question though: is it confirmed as to whether or not like the twins were actually like the Palpatine clones?
maybe
Mm.
I remember
no.
hearing about that like because because the whole spoilers, I guess, for the last movie, but that pretty much opened a can of worms that like, oh, Palpatine has a lot of clones. So
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
I think because what I got and what I love about this anthology, compared because I really don't like Star Wars that much as a franchise or anything, but I really did like this anthology. What I took from it was each episode was like a completely different like scenario, which is what I've always wanted from Star Wars, because Star Wars is this enormous universe, but each movie always just
As the Skywalkers.
yeah, it always just focuses on the main thing, right? Like there was I think Rogue One, that's like my favorite movie because it focused not on the main guys.
Yeah.
So it's like
No, I agree with you 100%.
I don't know. I like this a lot more than regular Star Wars.
No, I agree with you 100% with this anthology. It's a breath of fresh air if you're a Star Wars fan. Like, oh, we finally get rid of the Skywalker sagas, and like, you know, other than like the Mandalorian or like you know, those other spin-offs, we get more. So that's cool to see. And
Yeah.
you know, the twins, they delivered. It was probably like the biggest battle scene.
And they made it seem like it's gonna be like oh look, we'll eventually see if
That one left like more to desire.
Oh yeah, that one.
Because she's still alive.
Yeah, she's still alive.
He literally says
He could feel her presence.
Yeah, because they're twins.
twins.
Say twins.
And I think with that, we'll move, because Trigger has another one. We'll move on to the next episode, which is The Village Bribe, which is Cinema Citrus.
Kinema Citrus.
Oh,
I thought,
Kinema Citrus.
Yeah, Kinema Citrus.
Thank you, Robbie. If you don't know that studio, they done Made in Abyss, and you can really tell.
Yeah, the backgrounds. Oh my goodness, they nailed down the jungle like lush backgrounds.
Yes. Like just like in Made in Abyss, like you feel the atmosphere and the world building with just this one episode alone. Just how they did it so well, like of these people like loving nature, like they want to preserve it and they want to like take care of it, and they'll do anything.
Oh yeah.
To take care
Yeah,
of it.
clearly. Like this one was really sad.
Was it this
Like
episode where you said about the lifesavers, since you know a lot about Star Wars?
Oh, because and this one, the Jedi girl, she has a yellow saber, which is like, if I read correctly,
That was that was originally like an Old Republic thing, because it's like, oh, yellow means that it can either drift between dark and light.
Oh, that's purple, isn't it?
Purple also, but like yellow. Well, again, this is mostly all Old Republic stuff, so I'm not sure if that applies to now.
I just thought it was like more like you were one with the nature or some shit, like with the Force.
Something like that. I mean, I don't know. Ever since the expanded universe got axed, everything kind of all got wonky. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well,
I just thought the lightsaber was cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very cool.
Most of these weapons were cool.
Yeah, they got really creative. Even the first one had, even the trigger one had like whips.
Yeah.
So they got really creative with all these.
And the first one, the umbrella.
Yeah, no, and that's what's cool about the anthology. But yeah, this episode,
Yeah.
the characters, they're intriguing. It's like the old man with the sniper.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was a cool character.
And then
man.
the
legit thought he
girl
was a
with
Jedi.
you know, the mask and stuff like that, and she was kind of like being like, this is wrong. What's happening with this?
Yeah, with this whole sacrificing stuff.
Situation, right? Like, if the whole sacrifice thing, man, we've seen too much of that for a year. I need to stop. I don't want to go through March again.
Oh god. No, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
But
Star
this one
Wars,
actually
though.
ends pretty good.
Yeah, this
so...
one ends in a light note, which is that's good. It's cool. It's cool. to see.
Most of these do, but we'll get to that one.
yeah, the one that doesn't.
The next one's kind of
only
sad.
one.
The next one.
No, just a bit.
Yeah.
Ah, the Ninth
Give it
Jedi.
some time.
The Ninth Jedi.
Oh, let's just jump into it. The next episode is the ninth Jedi, which is done by Production IG. And
This
This was one of the longer ones.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
This one had the art style from, I think, Ghost in the Shell. One of the Ghosts of the
Oh
Shell.
yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not saying
one of the
Not the
lesser,
old one.
not the old one,
definitely
not the old one, the newer one.
one of the lesser popular ones, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, I mean, like this one, like again, the whole Ninth Jedi thing. It kind of shows that they Order 66 didn't really work that well.
No, it worked horrifically. There was only one Jedi there.
No, I like that twist though. Like I didn't see it
That
coming.
was a good twist. Yeah, that was,
you didn't expect
That
it.
was surprising. I wasn't expecting
No,
that.
the thing is that they even said that there were originally 9 Jedi, but like those guys in the background, they killed them off.
Yeah. And I was like,
Well,
damn.
they didn't kill them off. They just defeated them because midway through the episode, they say they can still feel their presence. They're still out there.
I thought, I interpreted it as this kind of like they killed them off, but like because the fact that they could feel their presence, it means that they were one with the Force, because Force ghosts and stuff.
That's one way to look.
That's
I
how
don't
I
think it's
thought.
that deep.
But yeah, I agree with Josh too. I feel like they're still there. They just took their little location thingy to get there.
Maybe.
Hey, I had a cool fight.
It was cool too, learning a little bit of the lightsaber itself.
Yeah, the whole crystal thing,
Yeah.
and like it could tell like how you react to
I
it.
think it was just that one.
Yeah,
though.
and that actually helps with other episodes later on, because you
Yeah.
kind of get that basic understanding of how it works.
How the crystals
Especially with
work
the
with
little
Nah, I don't think so.
the little
I
droid
think,
episode.
I think it's just that one.
You think it's just that one?
I legit think it's just that one, because like that'd be kind of weird to like all of a sudden, oh man, you can feel the dark side, but you can't use a blue lightsaber. Then what about Anakin? Anakin still uses a blue lightsaber even when he
Well,
became Darth Vader.
remember this is not.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's
only-
only it's a this episode thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes so much
yeah,
sense.
Like, this anthology clearly is not canon. Like there's episodes where literally there's no Jedi at all, and then there's episodes where all the Empire has been not like gone. Like there's no Siths at all. So
No, but I mean, they're still like, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But anyway,
We're
but
getting
this one.
so into deep with Star Wars lore.
No,
yeah,
no,
like can we just view this as it's like its own thing? Because it really is. Like,
But-
it just has basic Star
No,
Wars
I
knowledge.
was just saying, just for the saber itself, just learning that you need these stones. I didn't even know about these stones.
The kyber crystals, yeah.
crystals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's never explained in the movies, and like, and for this to go into that deep.
Yeah,
was
it was definitely an expanded universe thing.
like- yeah, and the
And
character.
how they were created. He's pretty much a blacksmith. I didn't even know they had blacksmith.
They didn't.
Well, for this one.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Padawans made their own lightsabers, but this one does, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool twist on
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
And like the characters in this one was cool. Like the one that sent out the call, he was pretty hard. He was pretty damn cool. And then the girl.
And he feels sorry too. He's like, "My bad, man. I didn't know that we're gonna do this." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
weren't expecting
one
it.
of them like he turned to the darkness, but he was like, I'm my bad, dude. Like
Yeah.
I forgot.
No, and it's cool because like the lightsabers that he made are like legit like mood rings in a sense.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
like they can track your allegiance kind of.
Yeah, because they were their own type of lifesaver. They weren't your generic lifesaver. They're like, oh look,
Yeah.
this one was
'Cause-
built to extend.
Because
I was like, what?
Because even if you notice, even the girl when she was like as she was fighting the other Sith, like hers was slowly turning green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he like he said in the beginning, he's like, oh, your saber's white, but eventually later on it'll change.
It'll show
No, it actually changed in
Yeah.
mid fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she became a Jedi. She literally learned the Force. Like, she became one with the Force
Which was I think
during the fight.
this was a really cool episode. Like
Mhm.
even
She was taking her own fight. While
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like once I saw her, like when she was in the speed bike and she was like, shooting
Oh yeah.
back,
yeah,
that was hella
And
that
cool.
was
way-
awesome.
The way she used the saber too.
Yeah.
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 That was cool.
She was like the coolest character compared to the master.
Poor guy, the blue guy. He just came
Oh
here.
yeah, because I think that was like his girlfriend or something like that. That got axed off, before him, and then like he fell into the pit, and it's like, oh.
Hey man, they're part of the bad guys, so
Yeah.
And then he's like,
What are you gonna done?
I couldn't do anything, man. I couldn't fight.
oh, the Poncho Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, damn, I kind of suck, honestly.
Yeah,
but he just got there.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't
turned
know.
over a new leaf.
Yeah.
yeah, he just got the saber.
He became the new Mace Windu.
That's true. That character.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just like the twins ones, this one leads to like more to be desired, and
Mhm.
Oh, because at the end, like, oh,
Yeah.
can you help me get my
get her father back,
father back?
and then the other Jedi. So
Yeah.
missing.
Join me.
Exactly. So
Very cool.
I would love to see more of that. And let's just move on to the next episode. We have
Yeah.
a couple more.
Episode 6.
This one's by Science Yu, and it's
Science Saru.
and it's I like to say Toby, but it's called TOB1.
Yes. The Mega
Yeah,
Man one.
AKA Toby, because they actually call him Toby later on in the episode.
The Mega Man one.
Yes, the Mega Man.
The Mega Man.
Or Astro Bird, however you look at it. It was
I
really
actually really liked this one. This one was really cute, and until it wasn't really, but it was in the beginning.
But that action though,
So-
that was the action was
yeah.
amazing though at the end.
They got the fight
Oh, yeah.
choreography.
Science Saru, if we're watching another Science Saru show, and the animation, they're super underrated because they don't make a lot
They don't.
of shows, but man, when they do, they go all out.
yeah, no, this one was insane with the action and they captured
How
perfect.
beautiful it was too.
Yeah, they captured their animation really well.
And you know his wish, it was like a child, you know, his wish
It
to
was
be
like a
Jedi.
Pinocchio. It was kind of like a Pinocchio thing where
I,
it's like.
I love
always
that
wanted to
scene
be-
where they like show him, you know, like
As a
running
Jedi?
around as a Jedi in
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
mind when he's dreaming. That's an amazing scene.
Yeah, cause
It's really trippy, but it's like beautiful.
it's like how a kid would imagine a Jedi would be,
Yeah.
just all the glory, the the fame, and all that stuff.
On that scene when the doctor dude,
Dr. Light?
Yes, because we didn't get his name.
Yeah, I just called him Dr.
Yeah,
Light.
me too.
So when he puts him inside he tells him, hey, go inside the little wall thing. I was like, oh no, this is a bad situation already.
Yeah.
Because when he called the Sith, I was like, oh damn, there's a Jedi here.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they were like, what the heck is
I'm
going
gonna
on
go
here?
Get him.
Yeah.
and then you see the aftermath. It's like, damn, Dr. Light didn't make
They
it.
made a grave for him and everything.
I
He
know.
died.
I know I wonder who made that grade for him.
The robots probably.
The robots.
Okay.
Because they were.
Well, they were all dead too.
Oh, who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, they even showed it. They were all dead as well. So I don't know who made the grave for him.
I think he did as a ghost.
Yeah.
He had his own grave.
But yeah,
Force Ghost could do that.
But yeah, this one was cool. I feel like the inner child in me was watching this. I was like, this is
But our villain looked kind of weird, like a jank version of Darth Vader.
Oh.
oh, the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, a lot of like Sith lords just base themselves on Darth Vader.
Yeah.
All black, hot top.
Not Darth Maul though. Darth Maul got the red and the horns going on.
If I was a Sith Lord, I would be dressed in bright pink.
Stand up from the crowd, right?
And there's a Sith lord like that though. I think so. Maybe
Oh jeez.
there probably was.
Anyways, let's move on to the next episode they had here. It's called The Elder, and it's the other trigger.
Did not feel like Trigger.
No,
It didn't feel like Trigger. This looked like Invincible. More like Invincible than Trigger. So I don't know like what was going on with that. But the actual action when they fought the Elder was really good. So I'm like, oh, this is still Trigger.
It felt
It just
it felt fresh also because like I'm so glad we didn't have to see the Empire again.
Oh,
It's like, don't get me wrong, I know that's like the most famous part of Star Wars is like, oh man, the evil Empire and stuff like that. But like Josh said, you know, Star Wars is a lot of things, you know, like you go to the future, you go to the past, and thankfully this is before like everything. Like,
yeah.
when when he said like, oh man, the Sith don't exist, because that was basically right before Episode 1, where it's like, oh man, we don't got Sith anymore, we just got Jedi.
Yeah, we're just patrolling the area.
Yeah.
While the Padawan wants some action.
Yeah.
I wonder why the old man blew up the ship at the end.
so that they couldn't figure out his technology
technology,
and copy it,
Yep.
I guess.
Or like trace it back to where he got
Yeah.
it from.
Because the older Jedi was like, oh, yeah, he's this ship is an older Sith ship.
Yeah, to me this episode was pretty slow, like really
It was.
slow.
It was very
It
slow.
was the slowest level.
Until the action happened,
Yeah.
because that fight scene was cool.
Yeah.
That's what I found was.
It was basically like it honestly felt like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like,
Just well.
just Qui-Gon doesn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like kind of like a mystery because they were like, where is this person?
Yeah.
Where
And he just
what
shows up.
is- Yeah.
Because they're like these markings, you know, they're done with the lightsaber. They're like, how's that possible?
Yeah.
So they're
This to me was one of the lowest episodes if I had to rank it
Yeah.
on a tier list.
It takes
Yeah.
place at the same time as Episode 1. It makes a lot of sense.
Jeez. No, yeah, this one was like the most slowest, and like it was different from all the rest of the ones here. Like,
Yeah.
so and nothing wrong with that. It's
No,
just,
no, no.
You know, just how you tell the story. You know, as long as you make it to the end perfectly well, I think you did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it was Trigger was shocking to everyone here.
Yeah.
It was absolutely shocking. I was
Yeah.
prepared for something like the twins. I was looking forward to it, and then when I saw it, I was like,
It doesn't have the animation of Trigger.
No.
It was literally.
You don't have.
I was like, what branch of Trigger did this?
Not the Imaishi branch. I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
Or
No, definitely not.
But hey, that's cool. They show that there's a different side to Trigger that we're used to.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and that's the best thing about it. Let's just move on to the next episode of the anthology. Is Lop and Ocho.
this one was sad.
by
This one's my favorite one personally.
by Gen Studio.
Gino.
Gino Studio, because this one was like, this one and the Nine Jedi were the only ones that had like full-fledged lore,
Yeah.
like had like a total story in it.
Wait, what?
And this one especially was like a really good like.
What studio was it though?
Gino.
I mean, no. I mean,
Gino's-
what anime they done?
Golden Kamuy.
Oh, okay. All right, it kind of makes sense because there is like happy moments in Golden Kamuy and then sad
Yeah.
at points. Yeah.
But this one was definitely like, I don't know. I really like this one. I like the scenery of this one. I like the characters.
Family.
Yeah. And
Family.
And like
I like how she turns to the dark side, and that's like that's a huge thing. And then they fight, and it's like really dramatic.
Well, that was a good thing she didn't end up going back to the good side in a way because it makes it more like convincing. You know, she stays.
like
Yeah.
she went 100%.
Yeah.
Like she got beat.
Ocho.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but like it was funny because, well, I actually like that she didn't come back because it shows that Lop was actually the true daughter. Like she earned that sword, the lightsaber.
Yeah, like with
The proper one that was given to her. So I like that because it was like, oh, instead of being like, oh, Ocho's gonna come back, and then like, what do I have to do? Give up the lightsaber now? Because of not the true daughter. But yeah, I like that she didn't come back, and
then
it's still like up in the air.
And then when they were fighting, they're fighting like, oh, why do you get? You're not even family.
That made me
sword?
sad.
Yeah, that made me sad because she was the one in the beginning who was like, you're part of our family.
But I
Just showing
like
the
how
dark side grabbed her.
Yeah, I like how it evolved little by little. Like they were together at first. Dad was, not 200%, but he said, you know what, you're in the family now.
Yeah.
Because of the sister, of course.
Yeah.
She was pushing it a lot. And then at the end, it flipped around where she's like, nope,
Get on my face.
you're not family.
And then the dad's like, you're my family.
You are my true daughter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one was a lot of drama, a lot of action as well, and it's
It
cool.
was really
and-
good.
Yeah, and
I
for
liked it.
And then the getaway scene in the beginning where she's running away from the Sith
oh
or
yeah,
the Empire, I think. The Empire.
because
Because
she was a runaway.
she's a runaway, yeah.
That was cool. That was really cool. And like
Oh, you pointed out the symbol where the sword was at. Remember? I think, is it rebellion? The rebellion?
oh yes. How the lore with the dad and how they got with the Jedi, the saber.
There you go.
Had the symbol of the rebellion, and that's what they were the rebellion the whole time. I guess Ocho never saw that. And
Well, I think Ocho was, but she just got blinded by, false, because we saw how charismatic that guy was to her.
yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
The leader kind of
They
guy.
had more
and
power, I guess.
I think she was just like too scared to do anything, and then at first she was too scared to do anything to them, and then it just became like, oh, they're doing it for the good of the planet when they clearly weren't.
Yeah.
But she was blinded by that because the guy kept saying, oh, we're doing it for the planet. So she just believed him.
And like this one also leaves desire for more. Like you can,
Oh, yeah.
you can continue on from here. Like you would like to see.
Yeah, because that Moff is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that, like, wait a minute, they didn't do anything with them. Because, like, other than, like, being like, yo, join, the Empire's gonna do good for your planet. And, like, other than that, you didn't really do anything.
And then, of course, the girl pretty much said, I'm going to bring her back.
Yeah.
We're family.
Lapis gonna bring Ocho back to.
Yeah.
Is Ocho force sensitive? I don't think she is, right?
No.
I don't think she is. No,
Yeah.
she's just the daughter of him.
So yeah, good episode, and we're off to the last one with his Akiri.
Akakiri.
Oh boy,
Akakiri.
this one.
Also by Science.
This one was.
Shiryu.
This one was great.
Yeah, this one.
This one was
This
really
one-
good. Yeah,
this one for me, I
I
think is,
love
like-
the fact that it ends on like not a happy note at all.
Yo, but
it ends
the
pretty
soundtrack
bad.
though.
The soundtrack was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the beats.
Yeah, this is like a true Science Saru like
No, well,
episode.
with Science Saru, the thing that I enjoy a lot from it, all asides from the animation, is the music too.
The
When it
music
plays
and
in
the sound
background.
effects I find,
Yeah.
even in the other anime we're watching, the sound effects that Science Saru always puts out in their anime are just like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode is just bittersweet, on like how this, we got introduced like to these characters and how like we go on this long
Yeah,
journey.
I
Yeah.
like that we started with that we're Sith, right? But the princess herself pretty much got what was it? Disowned from the
Yeah,
She got
like they
exiled.
said that.
exile. There you go.
Yeah, she was exiled because I guess there was a Sith
What-
hiding in her family.
Yeah.
What happened? What I took from it
Oh, there
was
you go.
she was part of a royal family, and there was a Sith hiding in there, and then the Sith cut down the rest of the
There
family
you go.
and took charge, and then she was forced into exile, like
Yep.
forced to run
Yeah,
away.
there you go. My bad.
Yeah. So and then what happened to I guess the bodyguard of her?
Yeah,
He
Tsubaki.
he tried to like.
Well,
do-
he
tried to
goes
do-
to fight
Yeah, he's trying to.
them, right?
He's doing
because
the right
he's
thing, right? Like he's doing like everything he can, but like he has like
He
this vision.
fails.
He has
He
a
has-
PhD.
He has a vision
what-
where like he's like killing someone that he knows like but he can't figure out who it is until the
Always a
event
bad sign.
until the
Always a bad sign.
until the event happens.
Oh,
where
okay,
he's
so
blinded.
that's like Star Wars 101 is like if you have a character that can like see the future, then they're going to the dark side.
Yeah, that's true.
oh, so that's a thing then?
Always, it's always a
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Every
I didn't
time,
know
every
that.
time you have a character that like can see the future, they're like they always
They're always like
go to
paranoid
the-
to like prevent it or like
yeah,
get to there,
Mm.
but it just never happens. And
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
that happens the same.
Anakin and Padme.
So this one has more of the Star Wars feel, I guess, with the whole,
Yeah.
the whole.
I mean, they all
predicting
did.
the future.
They all did. It's just that they all have their own kind of like twists
Their
or
own
whatever.
spin on it.
Yeah.
Most of them are Japanese inspired.
But I didn't
Yeah.
know about the whole, the future telling kind of thing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
usually a thing.
And that's the anthology in general.
I enjoyed the old people sometimes.
The
this
the
one?
two guys.
Yeah.
They were fun.
They reminded me of the ones from Fena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. That's very true. I miss
Goofy.
those guys.
Yeah.
and when that scene where like one of them gets lost, I was like, no.
Go
Yeah, they're
find
like,
it.
oh, we gotta leave him behind, but then he goes back.
And I was
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm gonna go.
So now we get to talk about ratings.
Yes.
I'm just gonna rate it. For me in general, I'm just gonna rate the whole anthology for
Oh,
how
okay.
it is.
Like as a
'cause-
whole.
Yeah, because I think to tell you the truth, there's no episode that I really hate, and I know their own thing, but this anthology's together, and I
Mhm.
enjoyed everything. Like you should watch all this anthology together. You don't watch it separate. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it a 7, solid
Sol-
7.
Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
Uh,
Which one was your favorite?
Which one? I guess the Ninth Jedi.
The Night Jedi. Okay.
I guess the longest one in a way.
Robbie. you want-
Me? I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed like the anthology itself. I have a lot of questions, I guess, in regards to kind of like how all the stories are being handled. Because like a good few of them do make it obvious that like, oh, this is kind of its own thing. But I think if I remember correctly, like a good few of them. I'm a big Star Wars guy, so like I have like.
Yeah, like it's more like
I
know
like-
more.
I know more, and it's kind of like I feel like that kind of hurts me in the process because it's like I'm like the type of guy because it's like Star Wars.
More.
I'm like I want to figure out kind of like how this works. Like the whole Lop and Ocho thing. I'm like, the rebellion symbol. I'm like, oh man, like how does that work? Because the rebellion wasn't a thing back then. If it was generations ago,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I overthink things too much with these things. But overall, they're really enjoyable. And the anthologies, like as a whole, they're all out of whack in terms of ratings for me. So if I had to aggregate them as kind of like an average, I'd say like a 6.5.
Oh, okay.
6.5, because some of them are like, like 9, like Lop and Ocho, Twins, Ninth Jedi also is like a really high up there. But then you also have some that's like, it's okay, like Tatooine Rhapsody, and the second Trigger show, the one that was like, that's like okay.
Yeah.
But like if I had to aggregate them, I'd say like a 6.5 is, just to play it safe.
And then the other reason why I don't want to rate it with the other ones, because they're like, some of them are like 9 minutes, some of them are 11. They're not gonna hurt
they're
you.
all over the place, with the time. So, that's me.
Which is your favorite?
My favorite, I'd say Twins.
Okay.
Twins had like the most like bombastic action, and I love me my Gurren Lagann and my Kill la Kill. So.
Okay. I guess I go next. This anthology was cool. It was, it's like how Josh said, it was a different take on our Skywalker saga. And like a bit, we got to see the whole galaxy and the world of Star Wars, which is always cool. These anime studios, they take their interpretation of it and they throw in their flair. A lot of them, half of them are like Japanese, inspired. We got the samurais, the ronins, all that stuff, their culture. And then some of them like stand out from the crowd, like Tatooine Rhapsody is like, singing. So that's cool. It stands out. And then you have like, the bombastic ones like the twins or like Lapo Nocho. They had like their big fights and all that stuff. And I'm also like with Dave as well. Like they all fit well. Like none of them were like, oh, this was a waste of time. Like, oh, this sucked. Like they all did what they wanted their story to tell. So I thought it was cool. And just a good time. You not that much time invested into this. You can watch it within less than a day. I would give this a 7 as well. Probably my favorite is the Village Bride. I don't know. I just like the happy ending and like just how the Jedi girl, when she did her final slash,
her quick step.
Yeah, that was cool.
She changed from like I don't know if I should do this to like I'm finally gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
She straight up graduated herself when she cut off
Yeah.
her Padawan braid.
Tail.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
I actually really enjoyed this because, like I said before, I don't like Star Wars that much. I've seen all the old movies. I haven't had an interest. I've seen all the new ones with Rey, but I haven't had an interest in like prequels or anything like that. So I'm not like super versed in Star Wars, but I've seen enough. And from what I've seen, it didn't really impress me. I just felt like there's a lot of wasted potential with the universe and stuff like that. And this kind of fixes those problems for me because, it's completely different every story. And it still has the overarching, plot of, Republic versus Empire type of Jedi versus Sith type thing. But in the end, I think it was just really creatively done. My favorite was Lop and Ocho because I felt like it was the most in-depth with characters and storytelling and stuff like that. But I enjoyed pretty much every single thing, even short ones like Tatooine Rhapsody still have their charm to them. So I give it a 7 out of 10.
All right. So from just hearing all that, go give it a check out. You don't have to watch all of it, but we highly recommend you watch all of it. So these studios did their good work.
Yeah, all these studios are good.
Yeah, they all nailed.
And I feel like if this does well, then I feel like there's gonna. I feel like Disney and Star Wars themselves are gonna like see that like, the expanded universe does have potential in being, because this is basically this right here to me is like a taste of like Disney's version of an expanded universe. Which I feel like if this does well, then they're gonna give us more of that. So the more of this we get, like the better.
Yeah, think of like these like pilots in a way.
Oh yeah.
All these are pilots, and probably they'll see like, oh, which ones do people like.
I really hope we get a continuation of Lop and Ocho though.
Yeah, Lop and Ocho was like the one I wanted to see more.
Lop and Ocho,
and Twins.
Jedi.
Yeah, and Twins.
And Twins as well. Yeah. And but yeah, we'll see. Maybe another anthology.
No, and the last one too. Akira.
Akakiri.
Yeah, because I feel like the princess will try to get him back.
All right. And with that, we are done with talking about Star Wars Vision, and we move on to our remaining summer animes. Sorry, I had to think about that one. And we're gonna review the 3 animes that are ending this season, starting with Life Lessons to Uramichi-Oniisan, episode 13.
I like how they just automatically debunked, like, okay, Uramichi's not he's not quitting
right off the bat. Rip the band
right off the bat. They had the whole episode dedicated to like his backstory and like what would we do without him?
Like, no, he's not leaving.
Yeah.
No, he's not leaving.
He's leaving the gym.
He's leaving the gym apparently.
Leaving the gym.
That's the gym.
I think we made a reference to that last episode where like he's not leaving. He's just gonna be like quitting smoking. Or something.
That's what I thought. But
And we were right, but it wasn't smoking. It was just the gym.
The gym, because it closed.
And I like in this episode. I mean,
You know what? It was weird shenanigans where they're like, "Oh, this happened," but wait,
yeah, because they kind of
It's not a big deal.
wall in a way. They're like,
No, they did, and like, I was eating it up. It was just funny because it was just like they were just
To
casually.
me, it was like really dumb. I don't know. I'm not getting it like you guys. I thought it was really dumb and
they're
well, I'm not talking
casually-
about that part.
Yeah, no, for me they were just casual. Like, again, he's just talking about like, oh man, like hypothetically in my drama, the final episode, I didn't want to imagine it like that. It's like, we gotta find a kid, but oh no, the kid, where's he at? Oh,
it's all like anticlimactic moments. The entire episode is full just anticlimactic moments all the way through.
But the thing that I like is that this is the final episode.
Yeah,
This is the final episode.
It is.
Uramichi kept saying it.
which is cool. It's cool. I mean, because I thought of myself too. It's like, how do you end this show? Like, how would you wrap it up?
It was pretty hard to end this show in a way where
I think they did it the best as they could.
Yeah.
It's like we keep the spirit of the show. It's like, we're wacky antics, every day.
I'll be honest. Like, when we first started this, I was half expecting like the last episode of the season to be like, the show is ending, guys. The show is ending. We gotta save the show.
We gotta get it back.
Money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but like, I'm glad they didn't end up going with that.
Yeah, next week we'll get back to get to working.
Yeah.
I mean, they settled the shenanigans.
You know what's funny? That scene where the wedding thing.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, she.
It's like, Utano-san, you're getting engaged.
I'm so happy for
Everyone's
you.
right there at the
What
end.
about the dog? Oh no, Sayuri-san.
No, it's dead.
Oh,
no, just kidding.
So dumb.
Oh my god, that dog.
Ugly
She's a
as
great
dog.
dog,
I
right?
hate when she barks.
Ugly dog.
Ugly dog.
Yeah, the
a
dog
real-
barks like.
Yeah. Oh my god, stop.
They should put it out.
Let's all cuddle.
Yeah, let's all cuddle. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
And I like how it ended. It was like, or Michi just does his thing.
Yeah, business as usual.
Business as usual. Kids being happy, and let's get the show started.
Mr. Ola,
Yeah, and then the show ends.
hello bunny, namaste bear.
Oh
Bonjour, man.
Yeah, bonjour man.
Oh, I like the beginning with the guy, the director too. I forgot to talk about that. You know how the director guy's like, "Oh, Michi, I need you, man.
I need another best hit.
Come on, man, tell me." I don't want to do this. I'm out.
I'm done with these costume bits.
Yeah.
They always
And
get the
he
dumbest
ran away
one.
from him, and the guy stalked him all
Yeah,
the way
stalked him.
to the bar to his house.
That was weird, man. I was like, "Jeez, yeah, I'm
Hey,
nothing
he's a
else to do."
dedicated. It's his passion, It's
Dedicated
his
to his
craft.
craft.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's that's it. That's what he's into.
Jeez.
But yeah, that was life lessons with Uramichi-san. What'd you guys think? Review time.
Review time?
time.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
It's a funny show. It's dark comedy, kind of kept it together. The ending I appreciate.
Mhm.
At first I was like, man, this ending sucks. But then after a while I let it sit with me, and I was like, okay, I said myself the question was like, how do you end the show? Like, and that's what I came up with. It's like, all right, I appreciate that too. There's some moments in the show I'm like bust out laughing, and then some of the jokes don't hit as much. Like they repeat a lot of jokes as well. Like the guy thinking about penis jokes and stuff like that.
It's called a running gag.
Yeah, running gags. So sometimes
his boner.
Yeah. I just appreciate his laugh.
It shows you how innocent he is, because every time you see
how
like
dumb he
the
is.
little thought bubble, he just thinks of
He's so
onigiri.
dumb.
He just thinks of onigiri.
I know. Oh god. But I had a fun time. Watching this show. Would I recommend it? Maybe.
I guess to people that like comedy, like dark humor. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm indifferent about this show. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's pretty average.
Omar, favorite show for a while?
Yeah, it was. It was on my favorite show, but you know, after a while, it's okay.
Rabbi?
For me, so I guess going back to the whole recommending thing, I would say yes, only if certain circumstances. Do you like Blue's Clues, and do you want to see a dark twist on Blue's Clues?
Or do
If
you want to see
so,
the back?
Yeah, and also, do you like comedies that have like relatable adults? If so, then this is the show for you, because this is basically all I can say. That's what the show is. It's not trying to be more than what I just mentioned. What I'm basically presenting. And that's all right, you know, like you don't need to be super like extravagant or anything like that, you know. And like Omar said, comedy, you know, when it hits. And then sometimes it kind of like, you know, they kind of do like to overuse some jokes or anything like that. But overall, I'd say it's a solid show. And like I said, recommendations wise, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I need to say. Do you like Blue's Clues, dark comedy, or anything like that? Then there you go. Rating wise, I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
It's above average. It's not 7 out of 10 material, but good 6.
Nice.
Yep. I'm gonna go the same route with Rabbi as well. 6.
All right.
Yeah, 6. The show never bored me. Never got me. The only episode that I was like about was 11. But other than that, the show was fun for what it was.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Short and
you guys,
simple.
Short and simple.
Josh?
I am in the same boat with you guys. I thought it was funny, but it was like it got old. Like the same reused jokes, and you know there was like the setting never changed. We got like backstory for Uramichi, but it was just like boring backstory, which I know was the point, but it's just really boring. I wasn't super impressed, but it was funny at times. Like there were like a lot of dark humor moments, especially with Uramichi and the kids, like the innocent kids, and then Uramichi goes off on like a tangent and stuff. Those are always funny to me. In the beginning, the genital jokes were funny for a little bit, but they stopped after a while because it just was like
The running gag.
No,
the running gag.
I hate the purple
like,
guy in general.
he is really annoying, but like I don't know. I feel like it does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't do anything crazy. It's not like it's not supposed to be crazy. I give it a 6. Like if you guys really like comedy anime, then it is funny. I think you will enjoy it. But if you don't, then don't watch it, because that's all it is. There's nothing else to it other than comedy. It's pure comedy anime.
Oh yeah.
Or Omar.
And I'm the odd man out. Hey, it's all good. You know, it is a comedy show. You know, that is always the problem with like these comedy animes. Like either it hits or it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So it's up to your interpretation, and that's it with Life Lessons with Uramichi-Oniisan. We're gonna start off with the Deities that only know peace. Episode 11.
Oh man.
Oh
man. Like
boys.
literally the last anime.
Boys.
The last anime, Uramichi was like, you know, nothing remarkable happened, and then all of a sudden,
This literally like flipped the table.
This I have a lot of thoughts about this,
Holy
which I will
moly.
say in my review. It's not a scathing review, although I feel like you guys will be scathing about it.
Well,
my thoughts.
Let's just talk about the episode and how it just flipped the
How
table.
awful it was and how it made me cry.
For Paula.
for Isla and
All of
Paula,
them?
dude, they're getting wow.
But yeah, Paula's the one's like, help me.
Help me, please.
Yeah.
So basically, guys, the bad guys win.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Straight up.
they've won.
Like remember the whole series where it's like, oh, the good guys are slaughtering it. Well,
Yeah.
literally did it.
They didn't kill Miku, and that was the biggest error they could have possibly ever made in their entire lives.
Yeah.
Because she was playing them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a damn fiddle.
Especially Ronald McDonald Shoes guy.
Pantea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
had him go everywhere.
Literally, like he was like, okay, I'm going around, but turns out that one girl that like he was like, oh no, she's changing. That was the Demon King. That was him.
Yep.
He missed him by that much.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
literally by like 1 second.
I mean, Miku
Not,
played.
not even 1 second, by one glance,
I
because
mean-
he would have noticed the tattoo.
I mean, Miku played her cards right. So
Oh yeah.
kudos to her. Like,
Yeah.
And the internet.
Yeah.
Because that's why she started the whole people.
You guys, you did this.
Oh god.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. It's
Oh man.
it's insane, and like we said earlier, I feel sorry for Paul and the other guy, just how they got all played.
Paula, Isla, and then even two of the actual like brainwashed demons, they got turned back to normal
got
real quick.
reverted back to how they were.
And that sucks really bad because they have all the intel
Yeah.
of the Idaten.
Yeah, they know everything. So Isla, he didn't play his cards that well.
So what was the?
It wasn't his
the ki-
fault.
What was the
not.
kid's name?
Oh,
Corey.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Corey-
he's the only one he has.
Because he likes Paula, but
Yeah.
like all
Because
this
what I took it as was he grew up from a kid to like an
Yeah.
adult
Yeah.
with
Mhm.
them, so he actually had like formed a relationship with them. It wasn't all brainwashing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cause he keeps blaming that, but it's not really that.
Yeah.
No, I think if this ever gets a second season, which I'm not betting on it,
We'll talk about it
Um,
later. We'll
I
talk.
think that he would be a main card on the Idaten side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
Going
shows
forward.
that really well, and it was an interesting take on him. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, this is when we're finally getting something out of the characters.
And it sucks that it's in the last episode.
Yeah.
So let's just go to the
Yeah.
review of
Let's
this.
go. Let's go.
And who wants to start off?
I guess
Alright.
you, Omar.
Me?
I'll be last because I think I'm
He
the only
wants
one
to-
who
he
has a
wants to
positive
hear it.
review on the
Yeah.
show.
All right, I guess I'll go first. These and Deities. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, what happened? And the more I get lost in trying to explain myself what did happen. From what I take from watching these 11 episodes, the action was great, and just like the animation stuff is solid. But other than that, the characters themselves, I could care less. And that sucks to say, because especially with this last one, I gave a damn about Paula, but at the same time, I was like, she's kind of like, okay, like I know she's a guy, she'll probably make it through. Like even the demon says, like, oh, they'll make it through. But the pain and suffering is like, damn, it's hard to watch. But I don't know, man. Like there was some points I just didn't care. There was some like the action, I was like, oh, I'm into it now. Oh, let's go. And then once that was over, I was like, where are we going? Like what is happening? And I don't know. I felt like I lost interest a lot of times, and I just kept watching because the animation was pretty and the colors popped. So
And that opening.
oh yeah, the opening was great. Probably like one of
Gotcha.
the good openings of this season,
Mhm.
just like aesthetically, eye dropping. But other than that, I was having a tough time making a rating for this show because I was like, it didn't offend me, but didn't like it wowed me in the action, but the characters was just not there.
It was lopsided, if anything, right?
Yeah, like, and then there was some parts when they were explaining it, even when they fast forward to explain it, I was still lost. I was like, what is going on? Am I dumb? Am I just I don't know. And with that, I give it like 4, I guess. 4 out
Okay.
of 10. I don't know. I'm still unsure with that rating. I don't know how I feel about this anime. This is the one I'm so lost with.
Then I'll go next because
Okay.
in general, this show I guess I feel like there's no like the animation's great, the music's great, the the choreographic is great. I love it all. But what I guess what captivates me like to want to watch more is that the character. I want to connect to that character, and there's no character that I want to connect as much. And in the show in general, the only person that I thought that they were gonna end up a couple, and it happened on the last episode where, in a way, I don't know if it was the brainwash itself, but she was falling in love with the deity dude, the blue hair guy.
Oh, the general, right?
Yeah, the general.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I get this at the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And that was upsetting for me. I was like, wow. And then, of course, the brainwash happened. So I guess that's not a thing no more.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there's a lot of. It's not that I hate the show. I'm just disappointed how I'm not connected to these characters. It's cool how I guess the wow factor in the show, the scenes, like, oh my god, those kind of nasty scenes whenever they pop out, but they're nasty for a reason because they're demons.
Yeah. It wasn't like substance without like it was there for a reason.
Yeah, it's there for a reason.
Like the shock factor.
The shock factor. The fights were amazing when it came to it, but like character wise, I didn't connect as much.
Mm-hmm.
Story, it was there, but it was not effective towards towards the end. That's when it hit. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
Just a 6.
All right.
I bet.
Man, okay, so I was kind of the opposite. I was kind of like on board pretty much all throughout the show. I like the characters. A lot of the vibe that it gave me, it kind of reminded me of like a lot of Science Saru's older shows in terms of like kind of. It also kind of reminded me. I was talking to Josh about this. It kind of reminded me like of a show done by Nickelodeon, Katana Gatsuri, like with the fact that the bad guys were kind of like being played with in a sense, but like the deeper meaning was more so behind world building and everything. And I do agree that the characters, they're pretty much one dimensional in a sense, but that's mainly because of the fact that they're not really human.
Rin. Rin for a bit, and then she got over it.
Yeah. Well, Rin was, I feel like, because of how much history was with her, but like with everybody else, they're pretty much like blank slates. They're deities that only know peace, so they don't have much really to go off of, other than like Hayato, who's like, oh man, I want to get stronger. The typical shonen that didn't really get much spotlight at all.
Yeah, which is shocking.
But yeah, I was really not much on board, and then the last episode pretty much like hit like a truck. And like normally, I would be completely down for for this kind of development to happen, especially since like the others said, like not much really happened throughout the series. But then of course tragedy strikes, and this is the last episode. And worse even still is that the original source for this, which is the manga, has been on indefinite hiatus for the past 5 years. So
nice.
Yeah, so we're not gonna be seeing much anything else anytime soon unless Mappa decides, all right,
anime only.
We're gonna do anime only stuff. We're gonna continue it.
You know how well that goes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like originally, I was thinking of giving it like a 7 out of 10, honestly, personally, because I really enjoyed it. But that harsh reality, that harsh kind of like truck-kun like level impact. I don't know, man. Like it kind of like is making me lose hope a little bit. So this final episode kind of influences me a little bit, but I'm just probably just stick with the 5, just a 5 out of 10. Because I don't know, man. Like I'm bummed out. Like if it continues, that's great.
Yeah.
I want to see more. I'm legit invested in like kind of seeing what's gonna happen next, but it's a 5. Otherwise, it would have been a 7.
Damn. You, Josh?
All right. So I wrote a lengthy review about this because I have a lot of thoughts about the show. I've always had a lot of thoughts about it. So
go ahead, man.
I'm just gonna start off and read it out to everyone.
Let it rip.
Go.
All right. So this is one of the most interesting anime of the year. Not because it has an amazing setting or the fact that the story is great, because while it does have a lot of great things, in the end it's far more interesting because of what it isn't. Idaten is the antithesis of anime. It goes against every trope, every known anime formula, takes every model of anime and flips it on its head. For example, the trope of having 1 or 2 overpowered characters, every single character in Idaten is overpowered. It's the entire purpose of the show. The good guys winning in the end? Nope, the last episode is a big FU to pretty much everyone watching this that hoped that the good guys would prevail. It also follows no shonen battle tropes. All the fights are either completely one-sided or super anticlimactic and end within a few punches. I don't think there was a single fight scene that I didn't know who the winner was immediately. Maybe the fight with Rin versus Brandy. All of these things may seem like I hated the show, but it was the opposite. I actually really enjoyed it. Idaten is a black comedy. Basically, an extremely dark story filled with violence and taboo scenes. Idaten never pulls any punches. There are scenes of intense violence and gore, sexual violence, and just general depravity and degeneracy. It's a surprisingly refreshing anime that I'm surprised even exists in today's climate. Crunchyroll immediately suppressed all news and updates after the first episode. It's obvious as to why. The anime completely adapts all source material for a webcomic that is on hiatus and has no plans of finishing. So the question is, why? Why would MAPPA pick up this show in the first place and end it off on a cliffhanger with no hope of ever continuing? I think the answer simply lies in the fact that this anime was created to be everything anime isn't. This anime is definitely not for everyone. That's perfectly fine. I enjoyed it a lot though. I enjoyed the random huge exposition dumps, the weird PowerPoint transitions, and the ED that never fit the show at all. Its creativity and ability to push the boundaries of comedy and ridiculousness I really admire in today's climate. Idaten is a 7 out of 10.
That's my rating, except Josh was like, "Oh man, that ending, hell yeah!" This adds to kind of what I'm looking for.
I thought it was hilarious because of how funny it was at the very end. It was just like, yeah, screw you.
I think it might be because of the fact because like you said in your review, you probably didn't care too much about the characters that much because it's pretty much.
I knew what it was trying to be, you know, from the very beginning when I heard Isla doing those. I think the thing that told me what this anime was going to be, whenever they would have exposition, they would speed it up.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Like 1.5 speed, and I knew that this anime wasn't to be taken seriously. Because why would you ever do that in a serious anime?
It's me.
Like, it was clearly supposed to be a black comedy.
Yeah, that's because this is me. Because people like me, that's why. People like me exist.
But yeah, that's what I think about it. Like, genuinely, I think that it's good for what it does, and I think that to look at it and be like, oh, it isn't like anime, the good guys don't win, is like, well, it wasn't trying to be. It never was trying to be.
Well, yeah, but in general, well, for me, I don't think that way, like how you get, how Josh thinks. I was just thinking as in, like, how can I, like, connect to this show? Like, I'm not connecting at all, and that's where the issue for me is.
Yeah, and that's why we have 4 of us, you know, on here to say our thoughts, right? Because we all got different things from it.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely.
That's what I didn't rate it bad. You know, it's for what it is. You know, good time, one time kind of thing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
like,
come back to it.
Yeah, because
we watched it and it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a point, really, because it's just basically like kind of like a one-time go thing.
Yeah, you watch it once and you're like, oh, that was cool, and then never see it again.
This anime, like, honestly, it's panty and stocking, but not as good. Because panty and stocking does the exact same thing with the whole, like, undercutted ending and everything like that. Except panty and stocking, it's like, you like the characters.
You're right. It is. If I had to compare it to one anime, I compare it to Pain and Stalking. It's a little more grotesque and violent than Pain and Stalking. Pain and Stalking is pretty like raunchy. It's more.
Pain and Stalking, like, they have the same amount of gore. It's just that Pain and Stalking, it's like more cartoony.
Yeah,
because it's
that's what I like about Pain and Stalking.
And Pain and Stalking clearly doesn't take itself seriously. Well, this one kind of threads the line between like this one kind of like blurs it.
This one makes it look like a cartoon, but the fact is not a cartoon. Like American cartoon. That's where they grasp the cartoon-ish thing.
Yeah.
When you show someone this, it's like, oh, it looks like a cartoon. You know, it's probably a cartoon, but it's not a cartoon.
Damn, it kind of made me wish that we got more Pain and Stalking instead of this now.
I think Pain and Stalking ended off exactly where it should have.
Yeah, it was fun for what it was. Yeah. I enjoy it.
So yeah,
I
that
watched
was
it from time to
Eaten
time.
Deities, only no peace.
Yeah.
And
I want to see what people think. If
Yeah.
they have-
Yeah, please tell us because we're kind of
Well,
divided.
we
Well,
all-
not like super divided, but we kind of are.
I'm the
We all have
opposite.
different ratings.
I'm the opposite. I don't want because I don't think people are gonna. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
that's true.
Did you guys actually see this anime? Because apparently a lot of people haven't.
That's
Yeah, like
That
I
too.
said,
Hey, that too. I
Crunchyroll
wanna know.
suppressed this anime after the first episode and the scene at the end.
yeah,
Like they never spoke about it again.
So I wanna hear who hasn't seen it or who has seen it.
yeah. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Like genuinely, it's an experience. Whether you like it or not, it's an experience.
And all right, and with that, we move on to our last anime that's
Oh.
ending
Oh boy.
this
damn.
week,
What time is it right now?
and it's pretty huge, and that is Sonny Boy episode 12.
I'm not
Sonny
looking.
Boy.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
And
We're gonna be here a while.
yeah, I mean, this is the final episode for this show, and it's a bittersweet ending to the show.
I think it's bittersweet, but it was the perfect way to end the
Yeah,
show. Like,
yeah.
I couldn't have thought of a better way to end the show. Like if they ended off on like some super happy ending, I would have actually disliked it.
And
But-
like I thought, I knew that the MC is literally him.
Yeah,
He was literally the guy. This all revolved around him.
not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what's cool about it. I liked it from beginning to end. You finally realize this could be summoned in a small way too. Like it could be extended big, but it could also be tiny. And that's what I
Yeah.
liked about the show.
I love Sonny Boy because it's everyone gets something different about the show. There's so many themes. There's so many like different routes you could go in for everything. But and literally everyone who watches it has a different theory. Like I've read some of the stuff on forums about the show, and literally everyone has a different theory about even stuff like what the
Josh,
two compasses
we'll
mean
get there.
in
We'll
this
get there.
episode.
We'll get there.
Oh boy.
This episode now.
I want to go last for my review.
No, I'm
gonna go last. I'm gonna go last.
No, I'm going last.
I'm
I was
going
You're
going
last.
different about it?
Anyways, the episode
That's,
it starts off,
him back to
back to the world,
the real world.
or whatever world, the world that he was, and just living out normal life, and it doesn't turn out like how I interpreted it, but like it is exactly how Josh said. It's just how the show is sets up. That is how it's supposed to be, and watching it made me sad. Like just how his life was before going adrift, and then like how at first Mizuho, she didn't recognize him, and I was like, oh, don't do this to me.
Well,
It was
no,
gonna be bad.
it's not
Yeah.
that it was back. It's literally in like he spent 2 years of his life already in his life in general.
No,
Right?
let me just. I'll explain it
Oh,
for
please,
everyone.
yeah.
They didn't go back to their old world. It's
Yeah.
literally a new timeline. Like that's why there's two compasses and stuff
No,
like
no,
that because they
I
literally
fig-
did it.
I figured that,
It's a different timeline because Nozomi is alive.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I figured that like it was a new world, basically.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't the old timeline that
that's why no one remembers
Mhm.
except Mizuho.
Yeah, and that's why it upsetted me. I was like, oh, Miso doesn't remember. I'm like, damn, what the hell? Like
What happened?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
then
They-
she does remember.
And I like how they showed how they got there with like the whole trippy aspect of the episode.
That was beautiful. I
That
love
was.
the music in that
But
scene.
too-
It was beautiful.
But too, I noticed that he looked different too. He didn't look the same no more. You know.
yeah, he
he cut his hair shorter. It looks
Yeah.
like.
yeah, and I think that's why Miso
And he
almost didn't recognize.
he kind of gave a different, like vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't feel the same guy no more from how he was before in the beginning.
That's why I like it too, because it shows that he's grown up. Like you said, David, this show is about Nagara. That's it's his journey
Yeah.
through it's his coming of age story. So when he comes back, he looks more grown up. He looks taller. He cut his hair differently, stuff like that. I
That's
didn't
what-
recognize him right away either.
That's why she
Yeah.
didn't guess.
Yeah, the same thing as like when I first started the episode started. I was like, who is this character? Like who am I watching? And then it clicks to me. I was like, oh, it's our guy. It's Naga. And then yeah, man, like the whole when they encountered the boy that could fly. I forget his name.
Oh, and they were already
And
crossing the thing, right?
Yeah, and then he explains what happened to everybody. Like they're just gone.
Yeah, they're all just
Our
they didn't want to go back.
our best
and
boy
they just-
becomes a forest.
Yeah.
that was like I can see that.
I could see that happening. Him just living with the Force animals.
Yeah. And I don't know. I liked it because it doesn't leave like questions about that. It's like, oh, this is what happened.
A lot of things got solved in.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing was left in the air. And I think that's like, honestly, this was like the perfect ending to this show, and it hit me. It hit me pretty hard, like how it ended. And I'm a big sucker at how an anime ends. This was like honestly perfect. How the show ended.
I felt that way too, Omar. I felt it couldn't have been any better. I love that it was bittersweet because the whole anime is bittersweet. The whole anime has this melancholy air to it that's just like kind of sad.
Yeah,
it just feels kind of sad.
Those points and like especially when like the song at the end goes acoustic.
Oh damn! Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I don't want to say goodbye.
The song makes sense. Like even though I don't speak Japanese, like when the singer himself is like into verge of tears crying, I'm like, dude.
And then he yells the last.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, damn, man.
I also love the scene where Mizuho and Nagara are running through the worlds.
Yeah.
And then he notices like Mizuho kind of is falling behind a little bit, so he goes back, grabs her hand, and then they start running again. That made me like feel something too.
Yeah, man. like I know I've been like not the biggest fan of this show, but like honestly, like when I look back on the show and then seeing this ending, I regret not being excited as much as you guys.
Yeah.
Because now I see it. Now I get the bigger picture, and I'm just like, damn, this show's pretty freaking deep, bro. And it told this story so well. And
Omar said, I don't want to say goodbye.
I don't want to say goodbye, man.
Omar, I would recommend specifically for you, I would recommend a rewatch at some point.
Yeah, man. I feel like
I think on your now knowing how it ends and seeing like the journey, I think you could get a lot of your second rewatch knowing just like what happens and stuff, because you're not focusing on the story, then you can focus on all the themes and stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's just me being, a damn shonen kid, but but like this really opened my eyes, and I really appreciate the show for doing that, and like there's so much I could talk about, man.
Yeah. We'll leave that to later. But yeah, let's get a review.
That was the end of that episode, and who wants to start?
I'm not gonna start.
Go.
Okay, I'll start. In the beginning of this show, it stands out from the crowd from this whole season. It's weird, it's trippy, and I enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. And like, yeah, there was some moments I didn't get it. I didn't get the themes. But even like myself as like, monkey brain shonen, like I want to see action kind of guy I am. I understand like what Nagara and like the crew is going through. Like they want to go back to the world they were. And then when they find the realization of them not being real, being clones and stuff like that, it's like, what do you do now? And like, I love how like it's bittersweet throughout, and the ending with Nozomi, it's just like seeing her and him being happy was like, it was like, it's heartbreaking because.
And sorry to interrupt, Omar, but I love that scene too, because they say that was her light. That was the future that she wanted.
Exactly.
And so it was kind of funny how she rejected him, but in the end, that was the future that she wanted. And I know there's probably quite a few people who watch the show and were like, "Oh, Nagara Nozomi ship," but
yeah.
I ship Nagara and Mizuho way more.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, especially with this ending. But yeah, I love that scene.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say also that scene too when he smiles at the end.
Yeah, no, that was like, it got to me, man. I was like,
that's what I heard from you. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, man. It's just I'm like by the verge of tears just talking about this. But I'll wrap it up because I know you guys have a lot to say. 9 out of 10, man. Honestly, this is probably like the most underrated gem of this season and probably the best anime of this season. And even for someone like me who's like simple-minded, I there's a lot of emotions going into it. But there is one big but. If you're new to anime, I wouldn't recommend this.
Definitely not.
It is very hard to get into, and I can see a lot of people dropping it right off the bat. But if you've been watching anime for a while, I would highly recommend this show. Definitely a 10. So with that rating, I do give it a strong 9 out of 10.
All right. I guess for me wise, I'm not gonna push it too far, but in general, I really enjoyed it. I love how I ended up of course making, because they never made it intentional with the MC, the guy Nagara, right?
Yeah.
Nagara. They never like centered it too much on him, but everything was going towards him, no matter how you look at it. Even with the compass girl, Nozomi, like she would go towards him because he was always the one to go to, no matter what. Even though when she hated, he hated her at one point, she still came back to him. So I was like, oh, he is the MC no matter what, how you look at it. And then once it got towards the end, I was like, yes, I knew it. I was so glad. And I was glad he got his ending.
Yeah.
He got his actual ending. Music was great. I love the music in this show. Animation was amazing. There's no action-packed scenes or anything, but I love the mentality on how they thought and how they think and how specific things happen, all this stuff. So I enjoyed all of that, and listening to their stories, most of their stories.
Yeah, like I remember Cap's story, like him talking about the monkey story. That stands out to me.
There's so many stories, but it was so fun to hear them from every single person. I know a lot of people don't like this type of anime, but you know, the people that even try it, just give it a try.
No, yeah, I definitely recommend trying it. It's just like I can see, like, if you're like very new, like they won't get into it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, watch Demon Slayer if you're new to anime, please.
Yeah,
because it's probably the best like shonen beginner anime to get into. This is definitely not, but yeah, like I said, when you've seen probably like 100 anime or so, definitely give this a shot, because it'll make you think.
Yeah, so I think that's the gist of it. I could go on and on, but you know, this is a 9 for me, a 9 out of 10.
Nice. Robbie.
I really wanted to go last, but anyway, where to begin? So, Sonny Boy was definitely one of the anime where I honestly, it's not that, because the thing is, I actually saw all of Sonny Boy in like a matter of a couple days, which I know it's not recommended at all. Not at all, because like with how much information you need to process with each episode, it's not meant for you to watch one episode after another. I get that. I was in a completely unfavoratory circumstance because I had to get this prepared up until this podcast. But given that, there's a good reason why. Because this anime, I knew going in from just watching the trailer that this is going to be one of the big boys. This is going to be one of those anime where it's like, you're going to need a lot of time to process. And honestly, I was intimidated. To start it because I was like, how do I approach this? I knew what I was going to get myself into, but I backed myself into a corner and here I am. But overall, I'm honestly glad I did. I did end up watching all of it, even given the circumstances I did. This anime is just amazing. It's stupendous. I can't, given the themes of that the story is trying to tell, given the characterizations, given all of that, this anime absolutely deserves any kind of accolade that I've heard from both Omar, David, and Josh also, that this anime is it's a lot. I can imagine a lot of people say that this anime is deep just for the just because it's pretentious or whatever, but like this anime does have a story to tell, and honestly. Yeah. The types of kind of the target that this anime is trying to hit, it does it really well. Like it absolutely it has a story to tell, and it absolutely goes for it. Like what kind of like what you're going to be getting out of certain characters, kind of all the motivations of them, and how like the power system even works too. Like honestly, like it's integrated all so well that like I don't even question a lot of things, like, oh, how did the characters get like their food or whatever? How does this character's powers work? Because it's all weaved so well, and it all plays into who they are as a character. Like the fact that the fact that Asakaze could be able to kind of like go back and forth because he feels like he's kind of like the top of the world. Like he can be able to kind of like go in and out. And then like the last episode where he feels like he's the one that's lost. Like that's just a taste of kind of like how deep this anime hits. All in all, like even with that last episode, like that last episode was phenomenal. What a fantastic way. This was completely opposite of kind of like something like Idaten and how that anime ended. I give this anime like a solid 9.5 out of 10. I feel like if I were to give this a rewatch, it would probably even hit as a 10 out of 10. And even if I were to like watch this week by week, it probably would have also affected differently. But this is definitely worth a rewatch anime. And I you know what? I would even say that like even if you're not into anime,
give it a watch.
I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. This is definitely the type of show that you want to think up on. You don't want to like just leave it playing in the background. That is like the worst mistake you could ever do.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know, even if you think like, oh man, you know, I could watch it English dub. I don't have to read the subtitles or anything like that. Don't do that. You need to pay attention to kind of what you're getting yourself into. It's a phenomenal show. I would not recommend this enough.
All right, big boy Josh, let's go.
So I wrote this out again because
hey man, this has been your
show. This is really long. This is probably long. This might be longer than Rabbi's.
Hey, let it rip.
All right, here we go. Psychological anime and the prospect of watching it has always offered me a certain amount of anxiety. Like the Rick and Morty meme a few years back, you have to get it. There's so much going on that makes you think it resonates with people in different ways that it's honestly super intimidating. So with Sonny Boy, I was always prepared. I saved it to the last moment, cut off all surrounding background commotion, and made sure I understood this anime. And safe to say I did. Not to say everyone will. There's a huge debate currently over whether Sonny Boy is pretentious or a masterpiece. I personally think it leans way more towards masterpiece. Every frame, every shot is expertly sculpted to convey a message or theme of the episode. Some episode themes are more obvious than others. The first episode was very much Lord of the Flies-esque, with its theme about how arbitrary rules define us. While the fourth episode was more ambiguous and forthcoming with its message about how people can be so enamored by something that they forget about reality, with the monkey pitcher missing a strike and beating the umpire to death. All in all, the metaphors were everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Each episode had multiple messages about life, death, loneliness, isolation, capitalism, bullying, safety, and trust, just to name a few. The characters in Sonny Boy are amazing. Each has a complex personality that is fully fleshed out. Nagara is an example of someone who is reserved and timid. Much of the episodes focus on him gaining a spine and becoming a man. Nozomi is an optimist that hides a sad side. Her personality goes from glass half full to glass half empty after finding out her fate. Mizuho is aggressive and forthcoming. She says how it is and doesn't pull any punches. Some other notable side characters are Rajhani, who is a representation of logical thinking and the only rational thinker among the entire class, and Asakaze, who represents the need to be accepted in society and that ego can be extremely detrimental when building relationships. We've talked a lot about how we think certain anime should be shorter or longer, a lot this season. But Sonny Boy is perfect. It packs everything into 24 minutes without ever seeming to be in a rush or any jarring tonal shifts or anything. Sonny Boy's narrative is incredibly fluid. Every episode is monster of the week, or rather theme of the week. However, the overarching narrative is subtle and always present. There was never a moment where I was confused about the world or setting. It expertly uses scenery to convey messages. For example, the Tower episode that uses a lot of gray to convey boring, monotonous life that the other drifters building the tower are living for all eternity. Sonny Boy never tells you exactly what's going on, but through fantastic storytelling, it brings you into this weird world, tells you all its secrets and questions, and then says, do with this information how you wish. Sonny Boy represents everything that media should be. It's an experience both physically watching it and the emotional impacts it leaves after you have seen it. Can I say I got Sonny Boy? I'd say yes, I did more than one way. Some things are still up to interpretation, but that's the hallmark of a great piece of media, one that you could watch many times and absorb many things from. Will I be intimidated by the prospect of psychological anime in the future? I don't think I will. Sonny Boy gets a 10 out of 10.
Whoa.
The first one.
And
Yeah.
I want to say also that is out of all the anime I've seen, 175, I think, with this now. That is the 4th 10 out of 10 I've ever given.
Yeah, that's
So-
insane.
First for the podcast.
Yes, for you.
First for the podcast.
I guess one thing just to say, I like that this show's getting both sides. You know, it gets more conversation. You know, the arguments between the show being a masterpiece, whether it's a masterpiece or it's pushing it too low or too high.
I think.
But that's what's cool about it. That's getting people to at least
I think
talk about more.
and not only that, but like when I did finish my round of episodes, I did not actually think it was a 9.5 because like right now I'm even thinking of bumping it up to a 10 personally.
Hey, man.
But like originally when I finished it, I thought it was an 8 because like it's just kind of
I'm
one of
in
those.
the same boat, Rabbi. For the longest time, I was like, this is like a 9.
Well, no.
and that's it.
Here's the thing, Josh. Here's the thing. You were keeping up with this week by week. I'm talking when I actually legit finished this. You didn't finish this until like literally right before we started recording.
Yeah.
So this thought for you actually got to sit and cook. I didn't get that opportunity.
No, yeah, that's a shame. I wish you had the
Hey,
luxury.
I wanted to catch up. What can I say? So,
But hey, you watched the anime, right?
I did.
You
I
get
did.
to rewatch it again eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Shoot, I might rewatch it like tomorrow. I'm serious.
Hey,
I'm serious.
Hey, but that's just how good this show is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's really good.
nothing
and,
lower
like,
than a 9.
you know, like I said, my thoughts have changed too because I was thinking about it today. After everything, I was thinking about it. What does this show mean to me? And I was going through all the episodes in my head and stuff like that. And to me, I was like, this show made me emotional, and that's one of my rules for a 10 is the show has to bring out like emotion and resonate with me. And I said that it did, so I'm like, why is this a 9? I can't think of any reason why any problems with it. So that's why I'm like, it's a 10.
Damn, that's crazy. Because I have 6 out of 10 anime that made me cry. I guess I just
for the wrong reasons.
No, not for the good reasons.
I mean, for the wrong reasons.
No, I mean like I don't know. Like when I watch anime by myself, I can tear up pretty easy.
Hey man, I teared up at Your Lie in April, and I gave that anime a 2. So
Wait, is it for the wrong reasons?
no, that last scene was the only good part of the show.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, if you heard it throughout the whole podcast of this show, we've talked back and forth many times with many points of view. So
and I'm missing a lot of points too. I've been like, I think another reason why like I kind of like was pondering is because this anime is basically a non-horror version of the Drifting Classroom.
That's what a lot of people said. Actually, I heard it.
I don't know if
A
you
lot
guys
of people
ever-
have been just saying it's like a remake of that.
Yeah, except I think I'm like the only one that read it.
Yeah.
Nobody.
But
It's an old manga.
honestly, guys, I think that this show, like down the future, I think that this show could honestly deserve a full episode on, just like a full podcast on just talking about the show.
hey, if you guys,
There's so much going on in it that we can't talk about because we have a full show to go to. But
yeah, but hey,
you
if
know-
you guys want that, I mean, leave it in the comments. We will
Yeah.
happily. I know. Maybe Robbie will give his full opinion.
Yeah.
We sinking it in.
It's yeah, because like hearing the show is like, there's so much to kind of go over.
And we would love to talk more. I mean, that's just how great this show is, honestly. But we're gonna have to say goodbye to Sonny. Bye. And move on to a new.
Say goodbye.
Shut up.
bye, Sonny Boy.
And we move
I
on.
love you.
And we move. We sadly have to move on to a new show.
The new season.
The new season. This
Well,
is
just 2 shows.
2 shows. This is like a reintroduction to the new fall season. Oh, excuse me. And we have with Heike Monogatari, aka the Heike story.
The Heike story.
And we're gonna review episode 1, 2, and 3 because this one came out.
This one
This
has
one wanted to
our
kill
actual
us.
opinion.
This one wanted to
Yeah.
kill us. So
Yes.
Now I want to mention something before we get into the show itself. This show, because I didn't know this, I had to look it up, is based off of a written work back in Japan in the early 1000s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One of our someone comment on our video on our part 2 that it's a historical
novel.
novel.
it's
Yeah.
a shame
Yeah.
that it's a shame that anime landed in our part 2.
Yeah.
Part 1. It's like real low on the radar.
But
Well, I didn't even know this existed until David literally sent me the trailer and said we're watching it. Like, I'll be honest, there was like barely any publicity about this show.
That makes sense because this anime is not officially coming out till next year for Japan.
Yeah, that's probably why the promotions has been so little. And whoever
commented here though,
whoever commented on that, thank you. So we are not reviewing it if you're hearing us. And let's just jump into it. Episode 1, man. Introduce two characters. Biwa. Her name is, and just right off the bat is strong.
Yeah, a lot of this episode was a lot of intro, but it was interesting intro.
It's a lot of intro, but the intro has a lot to do with kind of setting up as to who our characters are, and most importantly, kind of like who this royal family is. Because right off the bat, you get a sense that this royal family are kind of mean, and by that I mean like they'll literally kill anybody that makes fun of the royal family.
Yeah, which is insane.
This family is horrible, frankly.
No, especially like the old man.
Yeah, like there's only one good guy in it, and that's Shigemori, and he's awesome. But everyone else is terrible. Maybe the sister's all right.
I was gonna say, you know, like I mean, okay, maybe
it's
Josh.
The dad's the worst.
Maybe Josh just hates everybody, but
the dad's the worst.
I guess the dad already know. Oh well, the father, the grandfather, or the lord.
The Lord Shigemori?
Yeah, which one is it?
What?
Which one do you guys say? The dad?
The bald guy.
The bald guy.
Oh, the bald guy.
Yeah, the one you hate too.
I hate that guy.
He's the grandfather.
Yeah, the grandfather.
The one that's sending soldiers to go punk on 10 guys.
Yeah, because I like the conversation with the... am I getting a little bit too... No, that's a second episode with the whole her and the girl talking to the guy that brings him into the...
Yeah.
The thing is that
honestly,
anime...
David, this show kind of blends together anyways. Like, I watched these back to back to back, and it felt like a continuous story.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all did. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I think but like the story does it really well to like tell it, and
it's very seamless. It's very seamless with how like story beats go from one another. So
yeah, exactly. And but yeah,
there's a lot of talking in this story though. Like if you like action in your anime, I don't know if I could recommend this for you because there's just a lot of sitting around, a lot of jargon.
Josh, we know that this type of anime is all for you. Come on, man. Why are you lying to us?
Yeah, you're right.
If an anime just has talking, man, you'll be all on board.
You're right. Katana got
like, what? They're fighting? Give me more talking, man.
No, but it is interesting with the conversations too.
Yeah, like,
it gave me the same vibes as Japan Sinks, you know.
Yeah,
well, not the action part, but the conversations they would have with each other.
Yeah, like I'll bring it with B1 and the Lord, how they both have color eyes and they could share that relationship.
Yeah, that's the one I was gonna bring. That was the conversation.
And that right away I was like, oh, okay, this is getting good.
I mean, like even on the first like episode or like even episode 2, you get a sense of like the growth that B was going through from like this girl that can see the future but isn't allowed to kind of like share her stories or anything like that. That's forced to.
She sees a musician. She sees all the way up till their death, basically.
Low class.
And I love the fact that she's scared of it. You know, she doesn't want to see
her
what
probably
happens.
Like straight up says like, you know, don't look into that future at all. Like keep that closed.
I forbid you.
And I also love how seamless it is too. Like she just has to cover her eye for whatever reason. Like when she first sees Toku's future, she's just rubbing her eye closed, and then she looks at her, and then boom, there you go. She sees her drowning. Like drowning. Yeah. And that's like, you know, that's just an accident.
Yeah.
and then going back with the guy with the colored eyes, him.
Yeah, Shigemori.
He says, "Oh, it's not always bad," and we could tell later on. Eventually, I guess the future changes from what she sees in her eye in a way.
I think, yeah. Well, we don't know. At least from what I saw, we don't know yet if like the future can change. But like she has used it on a person, and based off of the future that she saw, it was actually a good future for that person.
Yeah, it was the nun one.
Yeah, the nun
where
one.
she used it for them. Yeah,
Geo.
And that was the good future where they were happy.
Yeah, which is actually pretty cool.
Very wholesome.
Not all dull and gloom on her eye to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how it ended at the end of episode 3, I was like, ha ha ha, yes.
Oh, we finally get to see father and son conflict.
Yes. I was like, if you don't change, I'm gonna kill you.
No, yeah, it's insane. Going to episode 3 and how, first off, Lord badass.
Yeah. He's cool.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and just like the whole conflict of like his dad just taking everything like super overboard.
I had a feeling he was cool like pretty much as soon as like he meets Biwa and like he actually uses his ability to kind of see what happened.
They even say it. They're like, oh, he's the only rational one out of the entire family.
Yeah,
and it shows.
He's known as a lantern. He's also known as the Lantern Lord because he keeps lanterns all throughout his estate.
He's scared of the dark.
Yeah. I also like how even like how much of an antagonist the grandfather is, because like when you see him, you just see like evil. Like he literally goes and sends 300 guys after 10 people because it's funny.
Though, because he's not
he laughs at it.
It's interesting though because it's a very realistic kind of evil too. Yeah. Like all the guy is that he's just a foolish king that's just like basically drowning
in his kingdom. Is like, I want to show everyone I'm king.
He's basically drowning in power.
And that's the thing too. The vibe I got from him is he's a creep too. Yeah. He you know how he was with the ladies around him too. He was just a creepy guy, and you could. I was like, oh.
And he's like, oh man, I'm spiritually sound because I shaved my head bald.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god.
The moon is staring right from your head. It's like, no, I heard it's the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, that was messed up with like what he had. Our Lord had to do for the sun.
Oh yeah.
For like the respect and all that. I was like, oh, damn. Yeah. But you gotta remember the time period, how it was and how they did things, and it was like, that's
the only thing that kind of felt unclear was just kind of like the passage of time, because you could tell that like time was moving forward.
Yeah, kids, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was gonna mention this. Tokuku or whatever her name is, she actually goes up to B1 and mentions it specifically to her. She's like, oh, you haven't changed at all, which is really weird. What's going on here? Why do you look the same? It's been like 7 years.
Yeah,
like it's
because it was literally 6 years. Yeah, because she'd been married to the emperor's son for 6 years.
And that was that little weird thing that the emperor was in love with another girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, it's okay because he's happy. And it's like, that's really sad, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty messed up.
Feudal Japan for you.
Yep. And I mean that
because she can't have a child, right? She's not fertile. That's what they alluded to.
I mean that wraps up all 3 episodes, honestly. That was a good summary of
it was.
I mean, that's just how seamless the story goes, and I like.
Oh, one more thing I want to mention. I want to mention about how cool it is when they show the kind of death scenes and the action scenes. They swap to Biwa like doing the traditional way of storytelling with the
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
The guitar thing. I don't know what's called. Is it called a Biwa?
Yeah, because that's her name. She's based off the instrument.
Yeah.
But and then she starts going crazy on it, and I think it's like a really cool way of showing it. It's really intense. Like it got me feeling some way when she's just like strumming on the thing, and all the notes are like super like eerie and kind of creepy.
And of course we know this work from the studio, of course.
We've covered like only like 2 shows, like good 3 shows already here in the podcast. So
yeah, I'm glad. I enjoy the opening and I enjoy the ending.
Oh, the ending's so good.
Cool. I watch both of them all the time. The ending's especially cool because it starts off as a rap and it gets really weird and creepy.
Yeah.
And then it got me confused. I'm like, wait, is that her aging or is that the mother?
I think it's her, but I don't think she's aging. I think she's grows her hair longer and gets white hair.
Okay.
Because she still looks like a kid, even in her adult form, quote unquote.
One thing I'm looking forward to the new season is good openings and good endings.
Yeah.
So this is already
this is already a good start.
Exactly. So
definitely.
Let's hope for more for that, and I think just from here, all of us, we're keeping this show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's really refreshing, honestly, to see something that's like not an isekai and actually just like historical, because there's not a lot of historical anime out
there
there,
isn't.
which is surprising.
Yeah, so this is doing pretty well for
Mhm.
3 episodes, and we highly recommend it. So go check it out.
Rating? I mean, like impression wise, I feel like
Yeah,
we're
right.
all pretty solid.
We're all pretty solid.
Yeah.
You guys want to give a rating?
Yeah, I'll give it
Numbers.
my solid 8 right now.
I'm same as David. I'm at an 8 as well.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 around. 8 as well.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go A as well.
All right, we're
Nice.
all 8. So
Solid
this
8.
had a strong start, and we hope that continues on. And
Gee.
knowing the studio, it never fails.
Oh, one more thing. She was so adorable.
Who?
She was the MC, the girl, the
Oh,
little
Biwa?
girl.
Biwa?
Yeah.
She had cute moments too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Like I remember when like she's yelling, there's like a heart tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
she turns into a cat, it's
Yeah.
so cute.
Okay, continue.
But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's the Heike story, and look forward to more of that.
Mhm.
And with that, we move on to another new show. Well, a continuing show.
It's a new show for us because this is the first time we're actually going to be covering it in detail.
yes.
Yeah, we made a mistake not covering the show in the early season. Instead, we kept Joron, which I'm still mad about. But,
Oh, Jesus.
It is what it is.
yeah, this is
And,
well, we're rectifying the mistake right now.
and that is
Yeah.
86, second season, episode 1.
Also known as 87.
87.
Hey, thank you. I didn't think of that. And we continue off where basically left off. Well, time has passed, right?
Mhm.
From
Well,
there.
That
2
was
months.
Definitely
Two-
not. It's
two-
been
2
like
months.
years. Like
What?
Is
No,
um,
2 months.
Our handler girl,
Okay.
she's like
All right. Let me
badass.
explain. Let me explain.
She is a badass.
As of recording this anime, it has been not even 24 hours since I've seen 86.
you watched it all in a day.
Yes.
You gotta tell that guy too.
So,
Uh,
let me explain. The beginning of the story started in April 1st, 2148. Currently, this is December 2148.
it's not even less than a year.
Okay.
So, years have not passed. It has only been 2 months, not even 2 months, because the first season ended in October 31st, 2148,
Damn.
and now we're on December 1st, 2148. So it's only been a month.
Yeah, but Melise is like now the greatest handler of all time after 2 months.
After 1 month.
What?
After
Okay.
1 month.
Well, cause
Don't hey, Josh, don't yell at me. I'm just saying.
Don't shoot the
that's-
messenger.
No, I'm
That's
not
what-
yelling at you. I'm just saying that's a little weird now. I thought it was like at least a few months have passed, but if it's only
You
been
said
1 month, I'm
years.
like, how did she get so good in like 2 seconds?
Mm.
I mean, I guess it goes to show her skills, like right off the bat.
well, she has connection with
Well-
her group.
Well, remember, like that growth or whatever wasn't a matter of a month. That all happened within since April. So like
I know,
she's
but
been-
she comes on the screen like a boss woman and just demands respect from everyone, and
I mean-
has like a red streak of hair now.
I
I
like
don't know where
that.
that came from.
I like that look. I like her new drip.
Yeah.
Maybe Rabbi, did they ever explain that in the first scene that she got that, or is that just the thing that happened?
That's just a thing that happened.
Hey,
Okay.
They didn't explain it yet.
I'm fine with her being like ignoring everyone else because she's pretty much she hates.
Yeah, she's been
she's
Yeah.
handled this situation by herself.
Yeah.
Besides with her friend.
because that death march
She
or
hates
whatever.
everyone else.
That death march pretty much changed her because she pretty much went from like, oh man, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or whatever, to just straight up like, yeah, I know that your friend was Shin and you're basically gonna abandon them, but it's all good. You can abandon them again, whatever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like I like this episode in general because
Yeah.
it gives you her change
Hmm.
to how she was in the first season, and now she's like, you
Yeah,
know,
it pretty much culminated like her growth that she got from throughout the first season over to here.
Yeah.
Which again, it's only been a month, but still,
Yeah, a
a
lot,
lot can change in
yeah,
a
a
month.
A lot
Yeah.
can change in a month, and we get to see a little glimpse of her new unit, I guess.
Yeah,
with,
because we pretty much got a teaser of it on that last episode when she went back and when she went to go check out the actual base itself.
Yeah.
They show it with
Oh,
new
and
people.
she got the cat and she actually gave it a,
Oh, yeah.
a
Did
legit
she give it a name?
Teppy.
Yeah.
Teppy, yeah.
Teppy, the name for the cat.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
And she's got a new unit, Cyclops, who she
Yes.
talks to frequently, and
Yeah.
Cyclops is a lovely woman.
Yes.
yes.
I'm glad you brought it up.
No, it's great too because like this this show kind of shows that like Cyclops is in a sense kind of like an analog to Undertaker, but at the same time she's not Undertaker. She's not like Shin, and like this is a whole.
She's way more accepting of.
They're more
of her.
Yeah, she's more accepting to her because.
Oh, and that little
like
detail.
She literally called her my queen, which is a little weird.
Little
considering
detail.
the whole last season was just trying to get them to like her.
Little detail that I like about this new unit is the fact that like right off the bat she started learning their names, but then she doesn't really use their names. She just uses them like sparingly or whatever. Because Cyclops even brought it up. It's like, hey, you know my name. You know you could just kind of say it whenever, right? And she's like, I know, but I just want to keep it to just names.
And it's cool too because she you know how her unit was smaller at that time. Now it's way bigger because you see the board in the back with all the images.
Yeah.
And her old squad in a box.
It was because that box is all dead.
Yeah.
Even those
they aren't.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
The reveal of this episode of our 5 survivors.
What do you guys think, by the way? Because like
that's tricky.
That is tricky.
Yeah. Because maybe they'll show us eventually. I feel like
because of how I saw the first episode, it loses the impact when you rewatch it.
Yeah. Especially because like again considering I've seen this all at once.
I'm in the same.
You both saw it at one go.
When because you also saw it too.
Yeah, I also caught up to it.
Okay, so when they got out of range, they were totally like in Spider Lily territory, which is like a huge like Japanese symbolism for like death.
Yeah, no, yeah, I that's what I took too, and I thought like, oh, that's it for them, you know, like this is how we gonna see them, like she saved them in that mission, but it was extending their death at that point, and I feel like
I don't know. I kind of wish they died. It sounds kind of bad.
That is what I'm also. I feel like
I'm on
that same point.
Reveal where there's an entire new thing to the Empire is like
because they didn't
what
know.
the hell?
Because to me it's like so for me it's like kind of two ways. One is like I'm happy that they're alive.
Same.
Yeah.
Because these are great characters. I do enjoy following kind of like where they're going and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like I do agree that like it does lessen the impact of kind of what that last episode was, especially considering their circumstances. They were literally like in a non-winnable situation.
Exactly.
And that's where I'm curious. Hopefully they show something like, hey,
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, because that's what I want.
This anime is all over the place when it comes in a good way in terms of kind of like how they tell their stories, because they'll get to like if you have like any missing kind of like pieces to this puzzle, they'll get to it.
Yeah.
Either within the episode or the next episode.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So that's what popped out the question in my head. How did they get saved? Because he has a lot of power in a way. The guy, what's his name?
Ernest.
Ernest, yeah. He has a lot of power. He even went in like nothing. Apparently, like it was contagious, and they don't want.
I was really glad that like, cause like man, like I feel bad for the squad, you know, like the fact that they finally like, cause I know you have Lena, who's of course you know she's on their side, but other than her, literally nobody's on their side. So like the fact that like they kind of got out of that like unwinnable situation, this survival kind of situation, they finally got like a place that they can kind of call home. Like
and they have like an entire kind of mini nation backing them now. Like
doing
protests out there to help save them and stuff
I
like that.
actually like that.
I think
and everyone, I wish they mentioned it, because I thought when they were looking out the car, I was gonna be like, wow, everyone looks like us. You know, it's like they're not outcasts anymore. Everyone looks like them. They all have different hair colors and they all have different skin tones and stuff like that.
One thing I noticed is that there was actually like one or two of the of Albas. You know.
Yeah, I saw that too. Like there was a mix of
I noticed as well. Like there must have been people who left the nation because they didn't feel right. Because we already established in the last season that there were rogue Albas that joined the 86.
Yeah, that don't like all this like discrimination and racism.
So, in a way, they knew. Well, this nation kind of knows that there's another federation, right? But why isn't the other federation just? I guess they're just trying to close themselves in. I guess completely. They don't want any other.
Yeah, they're trying to.
From what I gathered was this was the Federation that was defeated by the Legion, but then they formed again. That's why I gathered from there. Like, they formed a little mini nation, and the Legion doesn't know they exist, and neither does the Empire or the Republic, or as they call it.
All right, yeah.
And I mean, that's just great storytelling, I guess, because it leaves us.
We got a lot of information.
A lot of information was dropped, and hopefully leads to, the same great story they did this first season. And
I'm curious, are they gonna attack the other nation?
Who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
And it's really smart that it's like right off the bat, they're like when it comes to like episode titles and stuff, they're still continuing the numbers. So this is, even though this is season 2 episode 1, this is episode 12.
Yeah, episode 12.
Yeah, it reminds me of what they do with My Hero Academia.
And first impressions, I guess, or we just.
I mean, I guess for me and Omar, it's like this is our impression for the series itself.
Yeah, it's a very weird place we're in. I know David and Josh are their ratings.
Yeah, we gave our ratings for.
Yeah, so that they're all on board, and I guess
this is me and Omar's like first in the territory.
Yeah, so you I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I mean, I'll keep it short and simple. The first season I couldn't stop binge watching it, so now it's gonna feel weird. Like now I have to wait every week to watch it.
Yeah,
it was a ride. It was a very sad ride because you knew the outcome of the squad that was gonna. They're all gonna die eventually.
That OP though.
And
like every time that
the
OP hits,
came in, and you saw the white background and all the dead members. You're like, oh, wait, is that a new one? No. And then like, especially when there's the group shot and there's less of them, and you're like, even the robot's not even there. Oh,
the robot, man. The robot episode was so sad.
I know, man. Oh. Anyways, jumping into season 2, I have high hopes. Obviously, of the history of the first season, and I'm interested to see where they go, but I'm scared to see. I mean, this could fall really easily with our characters that didn't die. They could screw the pooch. So I'll give it an 8. Give it a 10 for like first impressions of the second season.
Yeah. Right off the bat, I'm kind of with you on that one too. I'm giving it an 8. It's a wary 8 because, like Omar said, anything that can go wrong will go wrong kind of situation, but like it's really solid. This is definitely like one of those anime that like has a high death toll, but it's there for a reason. Like it's handled in a very mature way, in my opinion. Like when characters die, they're not just like axed off just for the sake of being axed off. They, the whole point of this anime, at least so far, is the fact that like these people that aren't people are basically lesser than humans. But here we have like a second chance, pretty much, and it's not a retread of like the first season so far, and
that's great.
Which is a good sign.
Yeah, because she's getting a new squad.
She's getting a new squad. This old squad has almost no ties to Lena at all. So who knows kind of where this is gonna go, and I'm all for it.
Well, we're in for the ride, and with that, we move on to our remaining shows from last season. Starting off with What If episode 8.
Oh,
and
what? Was wild.
This was interesting.
I'll be honest, when I got to like the 10-minute mark right after, again, title spoiler alert, but Ultron, what if Ultron wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of does this in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, he does it so fast.
But the episode kind of doesn't stop because there's still 20 minutes left.
Yeah, so
that's so insane. So we've been through this journey with the Watcher, of course, looking over. I feel like he's the main character of
this one. Yeah,
you don't realize it until it happens when Ultron himself is like, "Hey, you, I know you're there. I'm gonna go get you."
Like,
honestly,
what? Yeah, that was really weird. I was like, dude, what? Right. Why are we breaking the ninth wall?
I know y'all don't read comics, but when I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, we're getting this Deadpool kills the Marvel universe all over again. Because that's how it all starts. Is that Deadpool becomes self-aware and he realizes that he's in a world where like other people kind of draw him and like kind of make up his stories, and he's like, no, I want to break free from that. I'm gonna go in kill everybody, and kill even more people after that, even when I'm done with my universe.
You know, it's funny you say that. I read that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
And there's a second part to
so-
that.
Oh, yeah.
So going back, of course, you know he rules the planet. Everyone's dead except 2 people, of
Yeah,
course.
which is Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah.
And they're getting chased by his minion,
The Ultron drones.
Ultron drones. Yeah, but the thing is that he realizes like I'm finally done.
You know what I like about this, about Black Widow and Hawkeye here, is the fact that this kind of gives us an alternate take on kind of like what their dynamic is in Endgame, because they're basically the Endgame counterparts of them,
Yeah.
except this is what if Ultron wins.
Yeah.
And this kind of gives you kind of like a different take on like, oh, instead of Black Widow sacrificing herself, it's Hawkeye.
Yeah, which is an amazing shot, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was
And you
jaw-dropping.
could tell too from from this world how tired he was. Like
Oh, yeah.
he was fed up.
I mean, he lost an arm.
Yeah, he didn't do that in Endgame.
He lost a lot of things,
Yeah.
not just that arm.
Yeah.
A lot of people that he loved.
His family.
Huh?
But yeah, we can go on.
Yeah.
It's
Just a really sad episode. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
like jeez.
and this
Wow,
is-
you
Debbie
got
Downer.
you had to pull out the darkness, man.
Hey, but the cool thing though is that this also explains kind of like the what the hell ending from last episode.
yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
The last episode was so lighthearted, it did not need to have Ultron coming in with
Yeah.
the Infinity Stones.
But then it makes sense when you watch this episode. You're like, oh, Ultron's been like doing this.
yeah,
And I'm like, that's scary.
it all makes sense. Now.
And of course, you know,
Oh, the ending?
the Watcher managed to escape.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, barely.
Barely. Which, great fight, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
great fight.
With multiple dimensions being shattered.
Yes.
we even see a dimension where Captain America becomes president.
Heck yeah.
Honestly, one
I
of
wa-
the most fitting things.
I want to be there. And
But yeah, of course, the ending.
the ending, which, like, this show doesn't do. Like,
that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was
we reference back to episode 4 with that Doctor Strange, that evil Doctor Strange.
It's just living an infinite.
Stranger Supreme.
Yeah.
He's
which
getting
is-
an infinite, like, I guess he's stuck in that world no matter what,
And now the Watcher's asking for his help. 'cause
Yeah.
He can't beat Ultron.
and he needs help.
Yeah, he was the only survivor from his own universe.
And what was cool about it is that he's really powerful.
Oh yeah,
He's really powerful to a point where he was talking to him through the dimension.
he's Jafar after he got the wish from the
Other
genie.
than Ultron, Doctor Strange also knew about the Watcher.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense for him to go get him.
He read about that in a book once.
Yeah.
and I love the fact that he's like, say it, say it, because I remember what you told me last
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You can't help me, but now
I'm helping you.
yeah.
I need you to say it. But yeah, this is interesting. I didn't think they were gonna do.
I thought we were just gonna continue the same
Yeah.
thing over.
So this is really cool, and I can't wait for the final.
I like how Captain Marvel got like her few seconds of spotlight. She's like,
yeah.
oh, hey, what's up, Skynet? I've seen Terminator.
Oh,
The sequels suck.
And Ultron's like, I already won.
Thanks, by the way.
I don't want to hear any more puns, any more references.
But yeah, I really can't wait for the last episode for
It's gonna
what
be
if.
continuing off of this one.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I can't wait. Cannot wait. And with that, we move on to the next anime. We have The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated, episode 9. This will be carrying over from summer to the fall animes.
Yep.
And yeah, more Jahy shenanigans. But we get to see Shivara's point of view.
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, that
sort
was-
of a
Which
That was funny.
we mentioned last week of how she was just
She
in the
appeared.
background.
yeah. So it explains a lot as kind of like what she's been up to, and like I just love the fact that the whole episode is dedicated to her. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like other than that one episode where like she made that dog grow, it's like she's kind of hasn't really came back.
Yeah.
So
So it's good to see her again. And just still Jahy ruining her life.
oh my god,
And she's a
but
scaredy cat in
that
general.
middle part though, where she finds, because we haven't seen her actually find small Jahy at all, and the fun fact is that Jahy never even knew who she was.
Yeah,
She always
that's
talks about
that's
her.
really sad, but also really funny
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the same time because it's like
Strong girl.
It's like this girl's obsessed with Jahy. That's all she thinks
Yeah.
about is trying to stop her, and Jahy doesn't even know who she
It's
is.
like, who are you again?
It's like you ruined my
are you?
life. I don't even know who you
And
are.
then she's talking to her, and she's like, "I believe you can defeat who you want to defeat," and she doesn't even realize.
Yeah, she was about to ask her name and everything, and then she just runs off.
I like
Classic.
that.
And
I
then,
like
and
that.
then she goes to her
strong
favorite bar, and then Jahy's there serving.
Yep.
Yeah, but Jahy's too scary.
Speaking of
Yeah, she's like, maybe another day.
Speaking of Jahy and how dumb she is, of how she got scammed of all the
girl.
the little samples.
Okay,
from-
all right. To be fair, they were a good deal. It's just
They
not a
were.
good deal for her, okay? That pineapple cutter, though, I could see myself.
Okay, I
using
said the
that.
same thing when I saw. I was like, "Ooh, that's actually pretty good."
That is, right?
Yeah, but remember, she's on a budget.
Ah,
She doesn't even have a pineapple to cut.
No.
exactly.
No, the most dumbest thing is she buys a shower head. I was like, why you buy a shower head? You don't even have a shower.
She buys a shower head, and the only good thing she bought was
sponges.
the pillow. I think she bought like a comforter
So
or
she
something.
could cry on
I
it.
thought you were gonna say the lightsaber.
Oh.
No,
The
the
lightsaber,
sponge.
yeah, dude, that's really good. Star Wars Visions reference right there.
I was gonna say sponges because you want to have sponges to kind of
He gives
clean
all
your
the
dishes.
sponges away
away,
to
though.
I don't
to
know
her
why
boss.
she did that.
Because she loves her boss.
No, not really. She
Well,
just
she
gave it away.
does. I think she's starting to grow on her boss
Yeah.
now.
That's
Think
true.
so. But yeah, Jahy dumb.
No, the
And
thing
she
is,
actually likes her landlord now too.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Oh yeah. That,
Oh,
Yeah, she
that
took a
scene.
hit. She
Yeah,
took a
the
hit,
scene
too.
with the bucket on top of
She
the thing
took a
with the
hit,
sticky
and then the
floor.
landlord's holding her like, "Are you okay?" She's like,
no, I feel so
No.
much pain. I'm an idiot for setting those traps.
Yeah, 'cause
I
that's
could have
like,
died.
I mean, like, even an idiot could tell. It's like, why the hell would the magical girl just randomly come to your house?
Yeah. Look, I told Omar, she literally came out once and that was it.
That pose too, and she was just kind of like, had that smug face and just kind of like waiting for her.
It's because Jahy's scared of her. That's why. So she's trying to like make preparations in her mind, but it's like
It failed.
like she,
Fell hard.
it doesn't. She doesn't know when she's gonna come, so she's like terrified. You know.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But the landlord's like, nope, I'll protect you.
Yeah.
And then increases the security measures around the building.
It's
It's actually really
good.
sweet when
That's good.
because Jahy was like,
She's just a tough girl.
yeah.
The landlord's
But
just a
you
tough
know,
girl.
like when Jahy was being attacked by the magical girl,
Yeah.
like the landlord was like, "Fly her," right? So it was like that was pretty epic, and like even though the landlord's like a hard ass and doesn't get along with Jahy that
Tough
well,
love.
and it's like a meme and stuff like that. Like
She
she,
got
cares
attached
for
to
her
her.
tenants.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everyone's getting attached to Jahy.
Yeah.
Yep.
One way or another. Yeah, just fun old shenanigans with Jahy, like always.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see more on the next episode. And with that, we move on to the next anime. We have Fena, Pirate Princess, episode 8. And this, these last 2 episodes were like very plot thinking,
Yeah.
action packed. So we needed to cool down.
This one's definitely more of a cool down. Yukimaru makes it out okay.
It
But-
was more of
Yukimaru's
the,
a badass.
it was more about the guy, the handsome
Shitan?
dude.
Oh, Shitan?
Shitan, yeah.
It was his episode.
Yeah, it's most
Yeah,
definitely.
he was a jerk, and then he became not a jerk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Calling Fena a witch.
Fena's a witch.
When she's just getting in your head. She
got you
And
guys.
everyone's
She got
like, "What's
hocus
wrong with
pocus
you,
on
dude?"
you.
I love how Fena like put it though. Like Fena like pretty much told him straight up. It's like all my life I've been hearing I'm this, I'm that, and then like recently I'm hearing oh I'm a princess, and then I'm hearing from you oh I'm a witch. I don't know who I am.
I know that
I'm
was actually
just-
really real. I like how she
Yeah.
said that because she's like, she doesn't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
I like that she puts her little tantrum like I don't know how to fly a room. I don't know how to.
I'll have a crystal ball.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
so funny.
All right, I'll be honest. I wasn't sure if that was like a dub thing or if that was like actually in the Japanese.
No,
Stuff.
it was the Japanese thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Because like I saw that, I'm like, I don't know. This sounds like something that the dub would just kind of put in there. But I'm
No.
kind of glad. Okay,
It was funny though.
that was really funny.
I like what she was
cute.
saying. Yeah, she was adorable. And then with the whole thing he says at the end, I get why he hits you sometimes.
I understand it now.
I understand it now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Come on, girl.
Let's go. You won me already.
Let's go. And then obviously Yukimaru and Fena have their moments, you know.
She didn't get it at a point until she finally, like, at the end, she falls.
Yeah. She's starting to fall for him.
Oh my god. And yeah, like
and of course, you know, they had to Mr.
Abel.
Yeah.
They have. I mean, come on. I mean,
Mr.
like
Crazy.
even if you got an episode where like not much happens, you gotta be reminded. Oh, he's there. He's
Mr. Crazy.
Yeah.
He's there. He's a bad guy.
Painting that second picture, which is probably Fena. Let's be real here.
Mr. Creepy guy.
Like, oh, Helena, I love you.
I'll see you again.
We'll see you again.
Wow.
And yeah, that was Fena, High Princess, and we'll see what happens after
Yeah,
that.
we'll see her again.
Oh man.
And with that, we move on to our last anime, which is Dragon Quest Dai.
Oh my god.
Episode 51.
Season 2. Like,
Oh my god.
Yes, because we got a
season
new
2.
opening.
yeah.
What you guys think of the new opening?
Well,
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was like different. It wasn't like super exciting, like generic. It was actually like kind of, you know, jazzy and
Yeah, melancholy.
You don't miss
Melancholy
Bakuga.
I definitely don't miss that. I hated
After
every
a
second of
whole
that.
year.
I mean, the opening did give some hints of what's to happen.
Oh, that's an anime
Yeah,
opening.
but I just want to point one thing out. Gomichi disappears, bro. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
oh, you didn't like another thing too.
Oh, I don't want to even get
Hey,
there.
at least they don't have the 86 thing where they have like a screen where they show all the dead
Oh,
characters.
No.
true.
At the end of the ending, someone doesn't appear.
Hey, we're gonna talk about my man, my legend,
Pop?
Daddy. No, not Pop.
Oh, what?
Pop went to the sidelines, bro. Because Daddy Baron.
Thank
is here.
you.
Daddy Baron is here to play, bro, and
Oh
he
my
ain't
God.
messing around.
Daddy's
bro.
here to play.
No, I love
Daddy's here.
I
to
love
play, literally.
I love the fact how Kill's his power level is way high compared to the rest of the people because they did not know that Baron was back there.
Yeah,
He was like,
chilling.
"Wow, I'm actually amazed you sense my presence."
Yeah,
Baron making chump change of everybody.
yeah, he really is on.
He was Hyunkyo was terrified.
Yeah,
He's
man.
like, "Hey, Pop, get out of here
Get you and these rejects
Now.
monsters out of here, bro.
now." Serious. And Pop, Pop's like, "No, man, and we're here
Doing the
to-
pop thing, bro.
Pop thing."
And but,
Doing
like,
the pop thing.
but you know,
He's like, "No,
even
leave
Pop
now."
had to respect Yunkyo.
Yeah.
Was like, yo, all right, bro, I'll leave.
You see this face? Serious.
This is
I
serious
mean,
time.
that Pop respects Hyunkyo. That means you can respect Hyunkyo too.
I respect Hyunkyo. It's just, you know, it just it comes down. I'm not even bringing it up, bro. This is Daddy Baron episode, bro. And just how, you know, it's a typical shonen thing. Like, they gotta talk about their abilities. They gotta, like, you know, one up power levels and stuff. And like, I like how Baron is like talking to them, and then he just domes them for a bit. Just like, yo, I'm still stronger than both Crocodile and Kyunkyo. Get off of me.
I mean, does Crocodile even count as being part of the power grid though?
Yo, come on, man.
I
Don't say
mean-
that, bro. Crocodile cool, man.
I mean, he's cool, but like
He's like the Piccolo of the group, man.
No, he's kind of bad. He's kind of bad.
But you appreciate him being there, especially.
No, I don't. No,
Oh
I don't.
my god.
I really kind of don't like him there. He's kind of ugly.
Oh
No, but if you think about it, they're the original, like, the commanders.
Yeah, they were.
Of Haller's, you know, regime, whatever. So it was cool
Yeah,
to see
and
all
then
three
they
of them.
ditched him because he sucks.
Oh my god. But yeah, Kyunkyo and Baron are gonna have like a show, like a showdown.
Hoedown showdown.
Yeah, freaking Kyunkyo doing full counter mode.
Oh, and I love that he explains how he has where he got the ability.
Mhm.
I didn't like how he was explaining the whole tactic on him, but
Yeah,
But
that's what the shonen part comes.
Yeah.
with.
Gotta pad the episode somehow.
yeah. But I like the fact that this is where I read it from, you know.
Mm.
This is I got it from
My
Advan.
master.
Yeah, and I like the little flashback you would get with Advan.
Killing Haller.
I wonder how many times Haller died to Advan.
Too many times.
Let's
Too many
not
times,
let's
huh?
not go into that. We're gonna be here all
Hey,
day.
right now he's in the ultimate form. But
Oh, I know.
it's killing him though.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna kill him, right?
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think a single person has died except Avon. I don't even know if he's died yet.
Yeah, I honestly don't think he did.
Well,
I don't
No,
think
the
he did. I think he
Flazar
chilling, dude.
died.
oh yeah, Flazar died.
Flazar legit
Yeah, but
died.
Flazar dies not even he's not even a human. He's just some scrub.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Damn.
he's an 86.
He's an 86, yeah.
Oh my god.
Looks like one.
Oh!
But the showdown was gonna happen, and then these chess pieces ruin it, bro. They intervene and do like the villain thing, like they interrupt the duel, bro.
No, they interrupt the duel. They get in the battle. You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And Hyun killed instead of defending himself. He pretty much sacrificed himself because he
redirected the full counter.
yeah.
And then Baron felt guilty. He was like, "Oh damn, my bad, bro." And then the thing I wanted most so badly was Daddy Baron and Daddy do a combo. It might happen. I think it might happen with
Father son.
because Daddy Baron shows up to the
Father son
Calling him Daddy Baron. Baron, dude.
Baron shows up to be like, "Yo, I'm here to help."
Do
Because
you not consider him a daddy?
He
Josh?
literally is a father, but he's not my father, so.
he's my father.
You mean daddy? There's a difference between father and daddy.
How you said it, man.
I didn't mean to.
Daddy.
Father and daddy.
So yeah, Baron shows up to the group, and now they have Baron's aid for I don't know how long.
Not that long.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a short time.
He's gonna die.
Shut up.
But it's gonna be a good time though. That's the question.
Y'all suck.
Hey man, that's scene at the ED, man.
I know.
It gave me that Dragon Ball Z vibe. You know how Goku and Gohan are together? You know when they're fighting, I think Cell, right?
The Cell arc.
Yeah. You know, the Kamehameha thing?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That happens in the opening.
Yeah. The opening or ending?
It was the opening.
Opening? Oh,
The
yeah.
ending was like where you see Baron's.
Oh, yeah. Baron's not.
That's what
not
I said. You
living.
know, the father son Alvin's trash.
And yeah, that was Dragon Quest Die. And hey, leave a comment if you like the opening or not.
And the ending.
And the ending.
Yeah, because we got a new ending, too.
Yeah, that was shocking.
There's a third now.
Third ending.
And
Yeah.
83.
And that wraps up the animes for this week. Next week will be the new shows, the rest of the new shows, most of them, for the fall.
Speaking of news,
We move on to news segment of our podcast. Starting off with something short, but I like to talk about it here in the podcast. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. We have talked about it before, how it's coming out. It's going to be free.
So now, what do you think in general, since
Now-
you have a different experience now? Because before you were just hating on it, but now
Yeah.
you
wait,
get more.
wait, we gotta preface this. It's not Duel Master. It's not a Duel Master and Yu-Gi-Oh like crossover. It's Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, Master Duel, which is going to be on everything for free. And I'm still scared about the whole microtransactions.
It's gonna be on Game Boy also.
Oh, jeez. Continue.
Yeah, anyways, I'm worried about the microtransactions, but the cool thing about this, that why we're even talking about it, is they're gonna have single player, and not only single player, they're gonna have what I think most of the fans want, if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh at all in the past 10 years, the lore of these cards and how they're gonna tie everything together. Like we have the Shadal lore, the World Challenges lore, all this good stuff, and you can watch on YouTube all the lore of the cards, how they all tell a story. But now that Konami themselves are going to do it for them, and this beautiful Hearthstone kind of style, cool. I can't wait to see that and how it plays out.
So are we gonna get like Duelist of the Roses and like Millennium Kingdom kind of vibe, or?
It's not that kind of gameplay, but I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Duel of the Roses is underrated shit. But yeah, it's coming out this winter. Check it out. It's free. So it's just some Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's cool.
Out here. Our next on our list is
Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer. We get new trailer details, a lot of good stuff in regards to what's gonna be in the new game.
yes, and they show off the mounts basically.
Yeah.
This one of
The 3 mounts you could use.
Land, water, and sky.
And then of course the clothing hair
yeah.
thing. But I feel
That's-
like that's now a
It's like
natural thing
It's
now.
a standard. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a
every
standard
single
now.
game past Gen 6 all have them. It's
Yeah.
like,
people want to
Why even-
customize their character. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't blame
what
them.
if
That's
I
fine.
what if I don't want to custom?
Then
Don't,
don't.
leave it at
I-
default.
No.
That's that's sometimes when they use
know.
for the anime.
You don't
the
give
Yeah,
your girl a
animation.
beanie, don't give her a beanie. I don't know. And
I kind of like the photo studio thing.
I just wish the backgrounds were more varied. I don't like the
Yeah.
fact that it's just a single color.
hopefully, maybe in the full game they put like some mountains. I don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more that pop out.
I want to draw something, and I want that to be my background.
Jeez.
I'm afraid for that
Yeah, I'm afraid too.
because people are weird.
Oh.
And yeah, we also got introduced to a new, I think, legendary of that bug rock.
I think he's a axe Pokemon.
An axe Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's cool new Pokemon. I'm surprised we are getting new Pokemon. So
Yeah.
that was a shock to see.
I
And
think it's gonna be a preview on the
Oh, it's a bug type.
yep.
Oh, there's his name.
Cleavor.
Yeah.
Cleavor.
Yeah. I like how you say it.
Bug type rock.
No. Here's a question though. Do you guys think it's gonna be an edition, a Gen 8 edition, or do you guys think it's gonna be a preview of what Gen 9 might possibly be?
Ooh, good question. I think it'll be added to Gen 8. Honestly,
You think so? Like maybe like there might be a
Because-
Sword and Shield update.
because if it's a new gen, you'll have new starters.
Yeah, but hey, it's not the first time they did this. Remember Pokemon the first movie?
Yeah.
Remember Donphan,
Oh,
Meryl, and
oh.
Snubble?
Oh my god. I forgot.
Remember Lucario?
Yeah, he was a pseudo legendary.
Yeah, but that was before Gen 4 came out though.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game still.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
something new.
It's the most
Still new. Yeah, it's the most newest thing they
This-
ever done to
I mean,
Pokemon.
I know I'm not the best at saying this because I didn't get Pokemon Snap yet. I know. You guys can kill me.
Kill
But, yeah, kill me, please. But I think I might actually get this like on day one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
think
because
so.
you're literally you're actually catching them all in a way.
Yeah, you're catching them all, and you don't have to worry about a second version of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
That's
true.
good.
Very true. So look forward to Pokemon Legends Arceus.
And check out the trailer. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Exactly. And with that, move on to our next news. We have
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
the 3 final characters in this roster.
And they're all from one show, one series.
One
What
series.
show is that?
Avatar.
Yes, the Avatar series. We have Aang, Korra, and Toph.
Tough.
Do
Yeah.
you guys think I haven't seen I've only seen the gameplay of Aang, but for Korra, is she a, what's the word? Like a clone character? Or
No,
No.
no,
Oh, no.
no.
Okay.
Aang's like more like
That's all I needed to hear.
speedy. Like I do air combos like for days, and then Korra's like
Hand-to-hand combat.
a Ganon kind of character.
Okay, that's cool.
Like
She
even
she
even has-
tackles a lot.
She even has the Captain Falcon spike.
That's real cool.
Yeah.
I'm about that.
Yeah, so that's what's cool about these characters. I mean, you don't have to worry about them being clones or anything.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about the majority of it, since we didn't talk about their movesets or the characters. I feel like I'm getting really connected to Reptar. I like Reptar's moveset.
What's Reptar like? Because I haven't seen his gameplay. I've seen Lincoln's gameplay. I've seen Danny. I've seen Nigel.
Reptar has a combination of Bowser
Mhm.
with
Charizard.
with Ridley
Mm.
and what was the third thing?
Yoshi.
And Yoshi. Yeah.
I like how Powder Toast Man is like, he looks like he's kind of like a Captain Falcon, but he's actually more of a fox character because he has a shine. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, like they have like different combinations within their moveset.
Yeah, so it can't be helped that it's compared to Smash, but I like how they take elements from Smash and do their own thing.
Yeah, make it their own. Yeah. They still need to fix a couple things because some of these moves are pretty powerful.
Yeah, like I told David, they already nerfed one of the characters, Lincoln. Apparently, he has a water gun move that could stun you.
Oh,
So imagine a projectile that stuns you in midair.
I think the next one is gonna be Reptar.
Reptar?
Yeah.
Damn.
That reach with his stomp, it literally just spreads completely, like almost half the map.
Nice.
I like Cat Dog though. The fact that they made him into a stance character.
Yeah.
With Dog being the buff one.
Yeah, and then like Cat is like the fast, but like doesn't hit as hard.
I was upset with Danny Phantom. He's kind of, for me, he's kind of slowish.
He's like Mewtwo, right?
Yeah, he's a floaty character.
Yeah.
I mean, which makes sense because
He's
going ghost.
He's going ghost.
But I
Oh,
thought
I kind of wish they had XJ9. I feel like she would have been like a perfect. She would have been a really good fit for this game.
XJ9.
Yeah,
Jenny from
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Why is she not here?
Because you forgot about her. That's why.
You're right. But then again, I did forget about Power of Toast, man. So, hey, this
DLC.
DLC. I've heard a rumor that one of the DLCs might be Shredder.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
So that could be.
Hey, rumors happen.
Yeah.
No, it's just the other two turtles. Dawn and Raph.
I'm shocked that the rest of the turtles are not here.
I was amazed that they brought in Toph.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, the way she plays is cool too. She's like grounded like Korra, but she has her whole
Earthbending
gimmick.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
I like the platform thing.
Yeah.
Her stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, her stage is cool. Cabbage Man.
Well, that and her actual platform.
Oh yeah, her
Move.
move. Like,
Yeah.
that is interesting, and how they used it in the video.
Yeah.
Helga's a weird one.
Helga is weird. She's kind of.
Oh, I like Lucy's moveset. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, would be yeah. You know what also would have been like a really good character to add is Rudy from Chalk Zone.
Oh, that is a good
Imagine.
one. Yeah.
I
Rudy's
could
got the
I could
chalk.
imagine.
Rudy's got the chalk.
I could imagine.
Yeah, so we'll see if they have DLC for this game, and with the base 20 character roster, I think it does its job.
Yeah.
A lot of solid characters that you think would be in this game.
So far no Zim, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Gameplay. No, huh?
I haven't seen this.
No,
Actually,
I don't think I have either.
if I recall.
He's like one of those characters where I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure he's handled well.
Oh yeah, the fandom loves Zim, so hopefully, yeah.
And yeah, that's the roster for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
Oh, this.
Until the 5th.
Yes.
When it releases.
When it actually releases, right
Next to-
alongside a certain other related news. Yeah.
Game.
Platform fighting game news, Smash. Yeah.
And with that, we move on to our next news.
This one's all me. All right. So I wanted to talk about this because this is mainly me, just like how Yu-Gi-Oh was for Omar.
Yes.
But King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match, final edition for PC, is gonna have rollback netcode. It's a big deal because for me, KOF 98 alongside 13 are probably like my two favorite KOF games. Sorry 2002. You're great and all, but 98 I could play as either Fatal Fury Terry or KOF Terry, and they both play differently. All right, you got there so many variations with like so many different characters in 98 that the fact that like now I get to actually use this thing, play online and stuff. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be good. I'm hyped.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, speaking of King of Fighters though, K-Dash
Yes.
the trailer.
Finally.
Oh my god.
We've seen this character in this damn game, but
I mean, it'd be kind of weird at this point to not have K-Dash. He's such a fan favorite character.
he is. I can't play this guy to save my life.
K-Dash, I mean, it's kind of weird because he's like Kyo, but he's not like Kyo.
No.
He's a Kyo clone, but in story and whatever, but like he plays completely differently.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad he's here. If it fits with like the whole like all main protagonists are here.
yeah, I mean, now we just gotta make sure that we have Kula and
Oh, I think it's guaranteed.
yeah.
She has to be in this game. If K-Dash is here.
Mm.
But hey, they could pull a fast one and be like, nah, just him.
I want Whip back in the game.
Whip?
Because Whip was originally in K-Dash's team.
Really?
Yeah. Well, she was in K-Dash's team, but she was also in Ralph and Clark's team.
Oh,
She's kind of like back and forth, but
that's interesting.
but besides K-Dash, Isla also has a trailer too.
New character.
New character, but her power set's kind of similar to our main character,
Yes, who also has hands.
who also has psychokinetic hands.
But I like her more because she's too cool for school, and she got the whole K-Dash hand in my pockets kind of
Yeah.
attitude to her, and I just love her design. Her design is really cool,
Yeah.
and gameplay wise, it didn't sell me. Maybe I need to get my.
I think
hands-
it's kind of like one of those things where you kind of like need to get your hands on to kind of like get a feel for who the characters are. Because I'll be honest, like even KOF 14, like the characters that were introduced in that game, a good majority of them, I'm like, what the hell do I make of these characters? You know,
Yeah.
so we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah,
kinda like where
so-
that goes.
But hey, we're looking forward to King of Fighters 15. and
Yeah.
next year, man. So we still have a long time.
And moving on to our next bit of news, Shin Megami Tensei 5 gets an English dub trailer.
Yes, Dub Nation.
Dub Nation. I mean, not much really to say about it other than like just hearing the voices, and honestly, they all fit.
Yeah, and
They got the voices down for these characters.
seeing the cast and myself.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up with Shin Megami Tensei 5, but seeing the variety of cast members is cool.
Now, can I ask you a question? Is the more news that we're getting off of it, is it selling you to maybe pick up the game more?
Maybe I still have my gripes with it. How
No, come on, don't go the demons.
I might get hate. I might get hate for this, but they're using the same demons and their same models. It kind of gripes me, but I know that's a thing. With Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, they use the same demons and all that stuff. So I'm freshly new to
so
this.
weird because it's like for a lot of people that's usually kind of like a pulling point. It's like, oh man, that's Jack Frost. I know him.
Yeah, not me.
I knew him.
Not
Aw,
me.
man.
But it. Rob has convinced me the gameplay will be different.
It will be different.
And you get to use the demons will talk to you and stuff, and I think that's what's gravitating me. Like, oh, I wonder what Jack Frost is gonna say to me.
Yeah.
Because they don't talk in Persona 5
Mhm.
because you have your party members, but that'll be interesting to see. So I'm still looking forward to it. It's just not as much as I really in the beginning.
Don't worry. Well, I'll convert.
All right, I guess the next news is with me and Omar. I ended up showing Omar
Yes, I was shocked actually.
No, me too.
the Oh, you saw it too? Both trailers?
I didn't see it, but
Oh.
I keep up with Overwatch.
Yes,
Yes.
Overwatch 2 and the Sombra and Bastion rework. So they have new abilities.
So I haven't seen the trailer, but you guys tell me. I'm curious. What did they do to them?
Okay, so
Especially Bastion, because I love playing him.
I love
first game.
Oh, you're gonna love what they did to him. But let's just start with Sombra, everyone's hated character. No, just kidding.
Well,
She's annoying.
She's
She's
annoying.
annoying.
She is annoying, but they kind of made her less annoying this time with her hack, because now instead when she hacks you, it feels like forever, right? It feels like 5 seconds. Like
Yeah, because like those 5 seconds,
it matters a lot.
It does. Yeah.
Now this time I think it's like a second.
The thing
Back
that's
time.
important for her now is more of like she could kill.
She's more the attacker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because before it was like, oh, I'm gonna hack you, run away.
Yeah, she was like the one character that was like that was officially classified as an attack type that did not feel like an attack.
No.
She was very much support.
Yeah.
And they're kind of making this game so every attacker is an attacker.
Yeah.
Even healers are getting close to attacking as well
Yeah.
too.
Like, come on, Mercy with that pistol,
Dude, if you got good, you got good, bro.
No, but yeah. So with
Sombra.
Sombra is crazy what they
Mm.
changed with her.
Yeah, now she if you hack somebody, you can see them through the wall. You and your you that's playing Sombra and your team as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of giving like the Widow Maker kind of ultimate. So it's interesting to say. And when you hack that enemy, you do more damage to that enemy as well
Yeah,
Mm.
you yourself
Yeah.
shooting that
with your
just-
60 round mag.
yeah.
Yeah,
You do
I
more
remember.
damage.
I remember that holding.
She
She
just-
being very annoying.
No, but she just tickles you on Overwatch 1. She's
Yeah.
like pew, 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 and then she's gone.
barely did anything,
Yeah.
and then she just kind of like zaps away.
Yeah.
And I think annoying thing when she's invisible, she's still invisible when you hacking now.
She'll stay invisible, but when you're hacking while invisible,
There's like a
You're kind of-
slight glimpse of
where
her
she's
getting
at.
exposed.
So you will spot her when she's hacking, and you would just.
It's just
try to
that
shoot.
whenever like a lot of white knuckle action's happening, then it's probably not gonna be super easy to spot her.
No.
I figured.
So yeah, that is Sombra. I'm not looking forward to that either way.
But tell me,
Well,
Bastion.
it's not that much of annoying as much. She's annoying, but not.
We will see.
We'll see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see when we play the
Yeah,
game, right?
exactly.
I'm looking
All
at
right,
that
but
dislike
now
right
the one I'm excited to say is Bastion. So they removed a lot of things from him. He no longer has the tank ult, but now he's now an artillery ultimate.
He's a mover now. He moves.
He moves on turn mode.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
He's
the
an
dream has
actual
come
tank.
true.
He's an actual tank for once.
Okay, but I'm curious though. Okay, so I remember back in the beta footage that like he actually had a shield.
No, there's no shield.
No,
Oh my god.
no.
That'd
He,
be broken.
like I said, he's movable now. He's
Yeah.
not centered in one location
Yeah,
no more.
you know when you go in turn mode, you're stuck there, right?
Yeah.
They gave you the option to now move, which is amazing, honestly. But like back to the ult, now it became an artillery strike, which if you ever play Call of Duty,
Yeah, he doesn't go tank no more.
Oh.
tank is gone.
Yeah.
So now you could call in like 3 locations and drop bombs there, which is more useful in my opinion.
It'll get people out of the point too.
Exactly. If you're playing like a capture map, get them out of there, because you know where Bash is gonna shoot those things.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Okay.
And his recon mode is more powerful, like from for what its purpose was supposed to be, which is like to snipe people.
I mean, recon mode was literally just soldier, but just worse.
Yeah, like if he kept holding it, but like I guess there's. Oh, and then he also has a grenade button now.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because they removed what was it?
His healing aspect.
Yeah, they removed the healing
No.
aspect.
That's what I
for
said.
that. But the grenade is good though.
Okay.
Yeah, the grenade is.
It's like a
pretty good.
sticky grenade
Damn, so he's even more like soldier now.
Yes, sir.
without the healing.
Without the healing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because soldier was able
Hey,
to heal.
but you're movable though.
Uh,
You're not planted in one.
He's not a young man anymore.
oh my god.
And he has a hat.
Yeah, now he has a hat. So that's cool. And his bird has a hat. Just kidding.
No.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Oh, man.
Skin.
Ooh, yes. Give the bird a hat. Blizzard, you need all the help you can. Give him a hat.
But yeah.
And yeah, that wraps up the gaming news. We didn't have any. We had no anime news, so it was pretty much
No.
gaming.
Oh, going back to like, hopefully more people get revamped.
Oh yes, more reworks of
Reworks.
Overwatch heroes. Since I feel like there's only gonna be 1, 2 new characters.
What's the Cowboys' name? New name gonna be?
We don't know.
I hate the fact that it's gonna get changed. It's right now. It's still Cowboy.
I hope it's Robbie.
Robbie, you want to be you?
You want to name something? Wow.
I do.
Of your name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, if that happens, man, that'd be cool. But I would
Alright.
hate you at the same time. But anyways, that wraps up the news and our podcast for this week. If you made it this far, thank you. And we appreciate you listening this far.
Shout outs to our cameraman.
Yes, sir. And like always, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And
Share if you think we're super duper 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 cool.
heck yeah. And like always, my name is Omar.
And this is David.
And this is Josh.
And this is Robbie.
And with that, we'll see you guys next week with the new season.
New
The
season!
official start of new season. And
Woo.
we cannot wait. So, later, guys.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.